Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. How are y'all? Wonderful. All right. All right. So today, hold on a second. Today we're going to be talking about stop liking men more than they like you. That's Pick Misha's biggest problem. So I've learned. Okay. Pick Misha's biggest problem is that she likes the men more than they like her. And this is where most women mess up. This is the beginning of the end. This is the beginning to the end when you like them more than they like you. This is where everything changes and starts to go wrong. Okay. Because some of y'all are not even realizing this until it's too late. Okay. Some of y'all don't even know that this is a problem. Some of y'all just are stupid and don't know any better and think that this is the way it's supposed to be, and it is not. Okay. So let me tell y'all, a woman is never supposed to like a man more than he likes her. Okay? It's not supposed to happen. When it happens, the man usually has settled. Listen to my words. If that man doesn't like you 10 times more or way more than you like him, he settled for you. He don't really want you. Let me say it louder for those in the back who don't want to hear. If your man don't like you way more than you like him, he settled for you, which means he will probably be gone at any given time if he can improve upon his financials. Okay. So listen to me carefully. He settled for you if he doesn't like you more. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Let me say it again for those who are slower. If your man does not like you more than you like him, he settled for you. There's never equal. A man does not equally like you. Okay. He has to like you more. Because when you start off equal, over time, that's going to shift. Okay. Over time, that's going to shift. Is it going to shift for more or less? Think about it. Are you going to get better with each day? Are you going to improve upon yourself each and every day for him to like you more? Or are you not? Think about it. So it's better for them to like you 10 times more than you like them. That way, over time, you know what I'm saying? It equals out. Because y'all be doing too much. And literally, those men just settled for y'all. Don't even like y'all. That's why y'all can't get them to do nothing for you if they don't like you more. You was waiting for me? Okay, Yasmin. Well, I'm here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So y'all need to understand this. This is why I tell y'all can't just want to deal with men who you like or who you think are attractive or who you think is good for you or who you think is the one. They got to think you are the one times 10. Okay? Because just because you like them, just because you think they're the one, doesn't mean you're the one for them. It may mean you're the placeholder for them. It may mean you're the one that they settle for temporarily. It may mean the one that will deal with them while they cheat on you. So it may mean a lot of things. So remember, it doesn't mean anything good for you if you like them more. It means nothing good for you. Okay? It means zero things good for you if you like them more. Okay? Some silly person asked me in the comments, why I talk about going after older men who like you more instead of getting someone who's, your same age or this and that. You know why? Because they're not going to like me times 10 the way an older man will like me times 10 and have the amount of money that I need him to have. You know what I mean? So I don't like younger guys. That's just not my thing. I could never date someone my own age, even when I was younger. I couldn't do it. Okay. They're mentally too slow for me. So unless they were a super genius that liked me 10 times more and had enough money to cover what I needed them to cover, then maybe, but I still wouldn't be super attracted to them because I'm attracted to older gentlemen. That's just how it always has been. Okay. So when people wonder, like, well, I say it's easier to do certain things, but if you like challenges, if you want to work harder instead of smarter, you know, you do what you got to do. I'm a Pisces. I do everything the fast, easy, laziest, most convenient way. Get it in, get it done, get it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of person. I don't believe in doing too much. Okay. I'm going to do the least and get the most. That's me. That's who I am. I work smarter, not harder. So, for those of you who like to work harder, emotionally, physically, mentally, y'all go right on ahead. Okay, I will not stop you. But I will tell you this, make sure that man likes you times 10, whatever you decide to do. Make sure he likes you times 10. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Uh-huh. You said a younger man that likes you times still 10 still can't match an older man that likes you times 10. It's very different, baby. If you know, you know. Okay. Yes. So if y'all are wondering why I have on the contacts, darling, yes, I'm scoping out some merchandise. Okay. Speaking. Okay. So y'all. Oh, here it is. Y'all remember when I told y'all I was going to be adding a few new things to my Level Up Cosmetics online shop? So if y'all want to join the Sprinkle Sprinkle cult, I'll definitely pick up a Sprinkle Sprinkle key ring. Just type in key ring when you get here. I'm gonna link the. It's also linked in the description bar. Under Level Up Cosmetics lip gloss, it'll just take you to the whole website. But here's the website right here, levelupcosmetics.us. So you can get your little key ring or purse charm. Isn't it cute? It says Sprinkle Sprinkle Dust Free Era. Y'all need to pick those up. And if y'all like the nails, I also have these nails as well as other colors on the website for you as well. So the ones that I have on are these. They're like a cat eye pearl. Aren't these cute? Almond shape. So you can pick these up, little sprinkle sprinkle nails. I also have these cute like pearlescent like chrome French tips that are cute for fall. And then I also have these pretty pink ones for you girly girls. And they're not super long. So definitely cute. Pick those up. I also have a regular French almond. Okay. Because you always need to have like some type of cute nail on hand if you do press-ons. I also have these really pretty like maroon, dark red ones for fall. Almond shape. So make sure you, when you get on the website, make sure you pick up a keychain if you need some nails. They are there. Also makeup, highlighter, lip gloss, etc., etc. Y'all make sure y'all pick that up. All right. And might I add, if you order something, I definitely will send you a handwritten card saying thank you. So I appreciate you guys. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you remove press-ons? Well, you can buy some remover. It's like a little liquid that they put in, or you can just take after like, if you have the right glue, these do not come with glue. They do come with the little stickers. You got to get your own glue. But anyway, y'all should just look it up online, baby. It's easy. You just pop it right off. After the glue that I use, they last for 2 weeks. So, yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I do ship to the UK. I appreciate you. I do. I do. Okay. Let me show you something. Okay, the beauty products list for my Amazon store has the type of glue that I use. Let me see if I can find it here. Amazon. Get in there. Here we go. Need to find my Amazon store. Beauty products. Was that it? Here we go. Copy link. All right, I'm gonna link my beauty products list Just scroll down and you'll find it. The type that I use. Okay. Appreciate it. I don't have it with me right now. But definitely click on the Amazon shop list and scroll down and you'll see it. The type of blue. Okay. Hey y'all, sprinkle sprinkle. They're easy to remove though. Like, just look up a little tutorial. What to do if you went on a date with an ugly old dude. Ooh, the ugly old dude who was stingy. Then late night called my coworker Dusty my age and he friend zoned me. Huh? Okay, you're doing everything wrong then. Sprinkle sprinkle. Okay, before you go out with an ugly old man, they're supposed to already have been doing stuff for you in advance. Okay? Like from the first conversation that you ever had with this man on the phone, on the text, whatever, he should already have sent you some money or something, child. Or he should have brought you something. But if it's only the first date, if you don't see it going anywhere, then definitely do not have a second date. Okay. Uh I don't know about the coworker dude. You called your coworker Dusty and he friend zoned you. Okay, well, you shouldn't be dating coworkers anyway, man. You should only be making them do your dirty work and be their work wife. That means keep it professional and just make them do all your work and buy you lunch. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, if he was old and rich and ugly, he might have done more. I don't know if he was rich. You got to aim higher. Okay, you got the keychain. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I hope y'all like it. It's cutesy. It's not too big, so like people got to like strain to see. It's like a little. If you know, you know. Okay. Mm-hmm. What if you have an older man giving you an allowance plus credit card but doesn't really communicate? Girl, we don't care. Why do you need to communicate with them? They're old. They said everything they need to say. You want them to keep telling you the same story over and over? Girl, be happy. You got the money. Do you really need companionship with an old man that's going to tell you the same story over 12 times? Just go spend the money and tell yourself a story. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all doing too much. You see, you care more for them than they care for you. That's the problem. Y'all need to stop. If they cared about you enough to talk to you and give you a conversation, wonderful. If they don't, take their money and spend it. Y'all still want too much, even after y'all get the money. Y'all still want extra. Let me tell y'all something. If they wanted to, they would, darling. Let it be a lesson on how they feel about you and how they treat you. They don't care enough. Just get the money. I keep telling y'all. What to do is you spend more. Okay. There you go. You spend more and stop worrying about them so much. Your man tells me the same story from 1992. Okay, ma'am, what happened in 1992? Girl, mine tells me the same story too all the time. And it makes me mad too because he's so old that he tells me the story of when he went to see Michael Jackson in concert. And I was only 4 years old, so I couldn't go. And you know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, I went to a Michael Jackson concert back in 1984. I'm like, no. Your advice got you 7K in 3 weeks and dating rich men. He talked about marriage and a future together. However, he's showing signs of being functional alcoholic and says offensive things. And when he's drunk every night. How do I go about it? Get your computer, get your laptop, get your TikTok cart open and ask him if he can pay for your stuff while he's intoxicated. All right. Hold on one second. I gotta set an alarm. Hold on. I'm not gonna be on here all afternoon. So okay. Yeah, girl, when he's drunk, get him to spend money. All right. When they're drunk, they'll say yes. Just treat them real nice. Like, hey, you want to pay for this cart? You said something really mean, and I don't forgive you unless you pay for this cart. Then they'll be like, yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But if you don't want to stay after you get your cart paid for, then be out there. Definitely get something out of it. All right. You get something out before you leave if you don't like the pattern that it's becoming. Okay. always do that. Okay, remember y'all, go get my books. They're on Amazon. All of my books are on Amazon. I Bring Nothing to the Table, The Wisdom of SheraSeven, How to Do What You Love. Okay. Coloring book, Leveling Up to Your Best Life. And also my other books, Sprinkle, Sprinkle, and Too Pretty to Pay Bills, which are in a bag right now because I took them to my office and forgot to take them out. But definitely y'all get y'all's books, okay, for the holiday season. Gifted to a pick-me show, okay? Thank you, Yasmin. Shera, you have a dinner date this Saturday, but you've been celibate for 3 years, not being touched by a man. How do I remain a lady? Help. Okay, do you want to be touched by that man? What are you telling me, ma'am? You want to be touched or not? You mean, how do you remain a lady? Has he paid any bills yet, ma'am? Because you don't need to roll around with nothing that's not doing nothing for you. That's for sure. You remain a lady until all your debt-free status is complete, okay? Are you debt-free? Then remain a lady. Until he can debt you free, get you debt-free, remain a lady, ma'am. Because he don't have nothing to offer you that he can't offer no other chick on a daily basis. Remember that. What he gives to you, he can give to any woman. Can he give you a debt-free future? He fully provides but gets offended when I go on solo dates. He expects me to take him out and pay for dates when his money is low. Girl, laugh in his face and tell him you ain't the one. So you know what? I know I'm cute, but I'm too cute for that, baby. You need to go find someone a little bit more ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I tell them straight, I have no problem. You ask me to pay for something, I go look in the mirror. No, baby, no. Go keep a mirror on you and remind yourself who you are every time some fool fixes his mouth to ask you to pay for something. Okay? Because that's ridiculous. You need to be like this. Hold on one second. Oh no, I'm not paying for a thing. Okay? Remind yourself who you are. Look in that mirror and be like, no, thank you. I don't have to pay for anything. Do not do it. Okay. I answered all these already, baby. If y'all weren't listening, y'all weren't listening. Okay, here we go. You can sense your boyfriend's energy and effort shifting. How to make him chase again. He takes care of me financially. Ignore him. Ignore him for a while. Act like something is wrong. Be sad. Okay? Ask him. Wait till he asks you what's wrong. Create a problem when there ain't no problem. Okay? When a man is emotionally attached to you, whether it's negatively or positively, whether you stress him out or make him wonder why you're not talking to him or upset, that's what makes him attach faster and even more. So start a problem. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone says pheromones. Yeah. Or put your pheromones on. Okay. Y'all get my kit. SheraSeven pheromones. There's 3 of them in there. You're definitely going to be able to use these. Liquid Finesse, Press Him, and Essence of Ecstasy is what you're going to need. All right, put that in your cart. It's in the description bar. That will definitely help you bring them back in, but also create a fake problem. All right. Boring, predictable. Every day is the same. Men get bored of that. You got to start some drama. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If everything is too perfect, he don't feel like he have to work for you no more, okay? That's all. You don't always be his problem, never his peace, baby. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said you pay a prescription, you pay a subscription so you don't have to deal with ad at ShERA. Can you switch it off? Okay, Rose, when you give me let's see, $300 per video, I'll switch it off for you. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. You was what? He tries to make me feel bad for it, but I'm leaning not to care. Yeah, you're never supposed to care. The less you care, the more they care. Especially if they like you times 10. So y'all be doing too much. I keep telling y'all. Y'all will never listen until it's too late, until they're with another woman who's meaner. You got to be mean too. Men respect me. They walk on doormats. Remember that. They respect me. They walk over doormats. If you're a doormat, you know what? I knew this one girl a long time ago, and she was the biggest doormat of all time. Okay. Even though people tried to tell her, warn her, she just stayed a doormat thinking it was going to pay off one day. And it never did, ever. It never paid off. In fact, it made her life worse and worse each time she was a doormat for somebody. Okay. So being a doormat will never work out. Ever. How to level up and surpass enemies and old friends who made fun of you. Don't worry about them because they're not your focus unless you live to please them. Worry about yourself, what's good for your future, and where you want to be. Focus on the things that you want instead of them, okay? Because, if you do that, you're not going to be focused on what's most important, which is you. How to level up and focus on yourself, baby. Don't even care about that. If you focus only on yourself and become obsessed with yourself, you're going to get there naturally. You're going to surpass them naturally and do better naturally just by focusing on you. You don't focus on them. Okay? You focused on them, you're giving them the energy that you could be giving to yourself, making you much better. Okay. Because a lot of y'all be focused on the wrong thing. That's why y'all don't get what y'all want in life. Focus too much on the wrong thing. Okay. And when y'all are focused on the wrong things all the time, that's where all your energy is going. That's where all your focus is going. That's why you never get what you want in life, because your focus is on the wrong things, not yourself, not what you want, not your own goals. Okay. So make sure y'all are focused on you. If you ain't focused on you, you should be. Because I guarantee you, whoever you're trying to focus on is not focused on you. I guarantee it. So remember, stop liking men more than they like you. That is most of y'all's problems, and y'all will not take accountability for that mess. That's why the phrase, the common pick Misha phrase of all time, the most common pick Misha phrase of all time is what? But I love him. Like a dumb pick Misha. But he don't love you? Y'all might as well be saying, but I'm stupid. That's what it sounds like. That's what I hear when I hear, but I love him. I hear, but I'm stupid. Good, man. At least you admit you're stupid. That's all. Oh, you said you loved him? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard, but I'm stupid. Sorry. Sounds the same to me. Okay. That's what y'all be sounding like, but I love him. Let me see what y'all talk about. How to level. Okay, I read that one. That one. He said, told him we need to talk. He got upset because I refused to tell him right away. And he asked him to wait. Girl, why do y'all always do that? That's the worst thing y'all could do. Okay, that's because y'all are dumb. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You never tell a man you need to talk. You just tell him what you need to tell him when you see him. Okay? Y'all been watching too much dang TV. That's the problem. We need to talk. You know what that means? I'm going to tell you so many bad things about yourself, and I'm going to get mad at you, and you're just going to have to sit there and listen to me talk, even though you ain't going to be listening to me and waste your time. And I'm going to give you an ultimatum, and then you got to act right, even though you ain't going to act right. You got to lie to my face and say you're going to act right. And then you're going to ghost me and disappear for about 2 days so you can go hang out with the other chick or go see if you can find another chick. That's all we need to talk, me, ma'am. Shut up. Stop talking so much. You don't need to talk. What you need to do is talk about paying some bills. You need to be paying some bills. And you need to talk to him when he gets there. Because the whole day, what he's going to be thinking about, oh, Lord, this chick going to be talking about some crap I don't care about. I don't like her that much to have to talk. You understand? So why do y'all do this to yourselves? You know, we don't need to talk, baby. When I see you, I'm going to tell you what I need to tell you. And that's about it. You said stay mysterious. Exactly. If somebody told me we need to talk, we ain't going to be talking at all because I'm not good. I don't care enough to talk to you. Okay. Girl, you was trying to start some drama. That's not drama. That's anticipation to drama. Drama is when you just started right away in person. Okay, let me tell you how to start proper drama. What did I say? To act like something is wrong. Not to tell them that you need to talk, but to act like something is wrong so that they ask you what's wrong. And then you say, "Ah, if I tell you what's wrong, are you going to help me fix it? Or if I tell you what's wrong, are you going to care?" You gotta lure them in, and you gotta make them want to, you know what I'm saying? But saying we have to talk sounds very like ultimatum, like I'm gonna leave you. That's too scary, girl. You gotta start some light drama. I said light drama. Okay, light drama. Okay, what you can do to fix this is you can tell him that you were just joking and you wanted to see what his reaction was. And then you can tell him, you know what? And tell him to pick you something up on the way home or to send you some DoorDash or something. All right, that's how you can fix it. Or send you some cash out for lunch, whatever. But just tell him it was a prank. Tell him it was a prank, y'all. That's the best I can tell you because you messed up. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, I had to change the color. I don't know why I changed the blue. Let me read some of these. Okay. Yeah, I already read that. You said don't watch movies or songs, listen to songs that support pick Misha syndrome. I agree. Y'all know it's so sad because there are so many songs that I used to really like that were so pick Misha that I don't even listen to them no more. Like they're not even like though some of those songs that were written back in the day that are very pick Misha, they don't even get what you call streams anymore because they're too pick Misha. You know what I'm saying? So remember, those are also not good to listen to. Not saying because there's other songs that the artist has made that's not Piglisha. Opt for those instead. Because remember, people only make songs for the culture that is present at the moment. Okay, when Pick Misha culture was present, people were making Pick Misha music. Now that it's going out, thank goodness they're not writing them songs no more. Okay. Why? Because nobody wants to be a pick Misha anymore. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now there might be some pick Misha movies out there because men are writing them. We can't really do anything about that. So I really wouldn't care enough to watch them anyway, especially them Tubi movies. You have met a provider, handsome, no physical touch, emotional connection, but his teeth are bad. Should I proceed? Well, them teeth can always get fixed later. Just get his money, ma'am. All right. Music is programming. Can you give examples of light drama? Thank you. Light drama is just acting sad and letting them notice. Light drama is needing something that they can't give you that's not super big, you know. Light drama is not getting your way and pouting. Okay? That's light drama. Needing him to do something for you and pouting because he can't. Being sad and not talkative because he needs to solve a problem that hasn't been solved. Okay? Light drama. You said what to do if he pushes for sex too quickly. Tell him that you don't do that. You're not like that. And he needs to go find another girl. If that's what he wants, then you're not the one, darling. It's like, I am so sorry you've mistaken me for one of the other girls that you're used to dating and getting in the bed with quick. That's just not me, and I'm so sorry. But good luck and best of luck to find a woman like that. He's gonna take it as he offended you and that you are better than that, and he's gonna apologize and he's gonna give you some money. Or he's gonna move along and go find someone to roll around with. And he'll be back, but charge him a re-entry fee. Is it normal for your boyfriend to watch corn? You ended it? Yeah, it's normal. They're going to watch it before you, during you, and after you. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thought y'all had common sense over here. All right. Who raised y'all? What era did y'all grow up in? The sheltered era? The feelings get too hurt easily era? Girl. How to tell him he needs to get his teeth fixed without hurting him? Focus on your teeth and say, you know what? I'm going to the dentist next week. Ask him for money for the dentist. And then he'll be like, well, what dentist do you go to? If you obsessed about your teeth, he might ask some questions. Oh, should I get my teeth done? All right. Okay. He said, you always look put together, but you don't get approached by men. I don't know what you look like, ma'am. And I don't know what side of town you going on, and I don't know what time of day you going there. See, a lot of y'all have problems and y'all don't even realize y'all got problems. So I can't tell you, I don't see no profile pic, baby. It could be one thing, it could be two things that you're unaware of. Okay. You said he won't take you luxury shopping, but immediately start talking about submission and BDSM. Should I ignore him? Yeah, ignore him and get the money and go shopping. Just laugh at him every time he talk about it. Tell him to shut up and take you shopping since he likes being dominated. See, we'll talk about that afterwards. Just keep talking. Tell him to talk about it after. We're going to talk about that later, sir. We're going to talk about that later. And then never get to it. Uh-huh. You said more advice on marriage. I can only give y'all certain advice on marriage. Keep your own identity. Don't become a pygmisha. Have a life, okay? And start some drama every now and then and stay mean. Why? Because that's how they keep chasing them, okay? Don't do too much. Don't become the maid. Don't become the domestic servant. How much talking is too much talking to a sugar daddy? More than you know he's listening to. If you can't shut up, if you keep going on, remember, men have short attention spans. They're not listening after like 2 minutes. They're maybe after even 1 minute, they're not even listening no more. So let them talk about themselves and nod and say, yeah, really? Oh my gosh, you're so smart. I'm so impressed in between, okay? Because after 1 minute, they're not even listening to you no more, baby. Okay. Okay. You said what? Take him to the dentist. That might be offensive. So let's get him interested in it. What if I'm catching feelings for your side thing? Okay, make sure he's catching them bills. Because you shouldn't be catching feelings for anybody that's not catching your bills. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember that. What you catching feelings for? Did he like you more than you like him? Enough to pay them bills? Then what you catching feelings for? You catching stupid feelings. Feelings of stupidity. Remember that. All right. See if you catch some feelings for your bills. If not, it's not a match. Yeah. And remember, you catch feelings for them. Are they even catching feelings for you? And can they catch them bills? Otherwise, you need to not associate them with feelings if they can't do anything for you. Okay. Imagine how dumb you're going to look and you catch feelings for a side piece that don't even like you and can't do nothing for you. Imagine how you going to look. Yeah, no. What about what? How do you not kiss him on the first date? Tell him you just been to the dentist and you don't want to mess up your whatever in your mouth. They said no kissing. There you go. Or act like you chipped the tooth on a date. That way he got to pay for your dental visit. That doesn't exist. What should we request out of a man who earns 90K? Another man for help. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay, it depends on how old he is. Where does he live? What state do y'all live in? How old is he? How much his bills are? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to add all that up. You got to break out the calculator when you're talking about a man's salary, and you got to break out his age. Does he have kids? Is he married? Is he single? What's he paying for? How much does it cost for him to live? Can he even afford to buy you anything? Like, think about it. Just because someone earns that much doesn't mean they have it to spend. Okay? So, 90K. Let's see how much that is a month. All right, divided by 12. He only gets paid $7,500 a month. Let's see his bills. How much does he live in a nice house building? Let's say does he live let's say $3,000 a month rent if he lives decently. Okay. Okay. Then bills. Does he really got enough? What kind of car he got? Does he got a car note? His insurance, medical insurance, dental insurance. What else he got, ma'am? Car maintenance, food, clothing. I don't know, ma'am. I don't know if that's gonna equal out enough. He might could take you to the Dollar Tree, Target, Walmart. Bath and Body Works, perhaps. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe you get some good body sprays and lotions or something. All right. After bills, probably has 4K a month to play with. Okay. 4K a month to play with. What's his savings look like, darling? Is he spending all his play money or is he saving it? What if there's an emergency that comes up and he doesn't have the money to fix it? I think he's going to be saving half of that at least. So that means he only got $2,000 to play with. So I don't think that's enough for your bills. I think that's enough for a little shopping spree at the mall. Okay. He said, what if the side piece has a great third leg? Well, then he better have a great bank account to match it, because none of that stuff is impressive unless they can do something for you, darling. Okay? If you're impressed by a third leg, then you don't see yourself as very valuable. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Sparkle, sparkle. If you don't think you're worth more than rolling around on the mattress with a third leg, catching feelings for somebody who's not doing nothing for you, that's how you value yourself. And remember, if you like them more than they like you, you're losing. Big time, you're losing. You don't like them, you like what they can do for you on the mattress. That's it. There's no feelings. If you catch feelings for somebody who can do anything for you, you're losing. Understand what I'm telling y'all. You're not catching feelings, you're just lusting. That's all. Those aren't feelings. That's just lust. And if it doesn't equal to all bills paid, then it's not feelings. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's just not, darling. Love yourself more than that. This is the difference between women who love themselves and women who don't. Okay, because before you know it, you're going to become a pygmisha for that man and his baby mama, walking around, having his kid, talking about, but he got a third leg, but you love him and this, and that, when you could have been living a better lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters in the future. Okay. You said lusting for an elderly wannabe gross. Okay, well, you're not supposed to be lusting for them, period. You're supposed to be getting their money. Okay? Just because y'all are lusting for everything out there except a man with some money, I'm sorry for you. And y'all are lusting for everything out there but bill pay. What do you think of sending provider an invoice that looks very stupid? Why would you send them an invoice? Do you have a business? Do they, you know what I mean? That looks very dumb. I think a dumb person wouldn't do that. That's what I think. Okay. 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 Now you could send them some bills and ask them to pay them. You could send them some Cash App request and say, help me with these bills or help me with Aunt Ethel. You could do that. You send them a request for that, but an invoice? I don't know. I don't think so. Okay. What? How to, what? You gonna scare them off with the invoice. You sure are. Mm-hmm. You sure are. Okay. How to make money from Dusties and Snapchat. I don't know, ma'am. What they doing over there in Snapchat? I don't know. Maybe find Foot Finder. Okay. He's 27 and still controlled by his parents. And his parents don't want me to be their daughter-in-law. What exactly should I do? Go find him another man that's grown enough to not have his parents all up in his business? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start dating other men. Girl, what you doing? Obviously, you're going to have to marry his entire family. But go find you a man that's independent. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know why y'all waste time with these types of dudes. All you doing is adopting a whole grown child. Okay. All you doing is adopting a whole grown child when you're dealing with a man like that. Just get his money and undate other men. Okay. Like, seriously. The man's supposed to like you way more. If he doesn't like you enough to do what you need him to do for you, then he ain't the one. Y'all need to start telling them men that. Y'all are too nice. Ugh. Y'all are so nice and afraid to lose a man you don't even have. You ain't got him yet, girl. You ain't got him. Don't be afraid to lose him, because he should be afraid to lose you if he likes you that much. All right. What's he gonna do? Date and keep dating women only his parents like? Then why would he even marry someone he don't even like, but his parents like? Is he ever gonna be happy? Does he have enough masculinity to stand up for what he actually wants? Or does he want what his mama want for him? I don't know. Okay. You also got to worry about that. Men won't even like the type of woman their parents choose for them. And then they're gonna cheat on them anyway. And that's what you need to tell them. Why don't you go find somebody your mama like? Because obviously you don't care about what you like. Go ahead and marry the one your mama want. You ain't gonna like her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would tell him about himself. I really wouldn't care because you don't got him anyway. And men like mean women. Okay. Men will always cheat, so get the bag and focus on yourself. That's right. Get the bag. And stop liking them more than they like you, and stop caring about them and what they think more than you. Okay. He said how to regain his trust. He caught you texting other guys. Ask to look through his phone. Ask where the ring is on your finger. Ask how many bills he's paid. You don't need your trust if he don't have your bills. Is he paying any bills? You got a ring on it? Then he don't need to know what's in your phone. Can he show you his phone? Then it doesn't matter. Be smarter next time, man, because even though he don't have a ring on your finger, even though he ain't doing the most for you, at least I don't think he is. I'm just assuming. Doesn't mean your business is his business. Okay? Be smarter on what you're doing. All right. You said a bag will never lie, cheat, or betray you. Exactly, girl. Start saving their number under women's names. Okay? Because y'all are not smart over here. Y'all are dumb and not smart at all. If you got a man, all your other man's number need to be saved under women's names. I'm sorry. Okay? I thought that was common sense. I didn't think I had to explain it to y'all. I didn't think I had to tell y'all this because I thought that was common sense. Obviously, it ain't. So I'm telling y'all, put them under women's names. You said the trust is gone. Good for you. Now you understand not to be stupid in the future. Okay. Maybe common sense will be more common for you now. Okay. How are you going to be texting a grown, able bodied man under a grown, able bodied man's name in the presence of another grown, able bodied man? Look, put him under a woman's name. All right. If his name is George, put him under Georgina or Georgia. Okay. If his name is Alan, put him under Alana, Alina. Okay. Y'all are dumb. I can't help y'all if y'all don't got no common sense. Come on. I got to have something to work with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What? If engaged, should you keep more than one? Is he engaged with your bills too? Is he paying everything? Do you still work? Because I wouldn't be engaged to nothing, nobody, if those things aren't checked off the list first. Okay. Did you say yes prematurely before he became a provider? That's my question. Okay. Because some of y'all just getting married to be married and then gonna end up in a 50-50 marriage looking crazy, asking me the same questions in a year or two from now. So is he paying them bills? Otherwise, you don't need to be engaged to him. Okay. So you and your bills are a package deal. That's right, Victoria. If he ain't paying, he ain't staying. Should I keep saying yes to dates if I don't currently see a relationship with him? Yeah, save him under free food, bam. When you're hungry, say yeah. When you're busy, say I'm busy, and put a financial obstacle in his path. If you can't remove it, there is no date. Okay. And you're hungry, say yes. When you ain't hungry, put a financial obstacle in his path. If he removes it, go eat with him. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You might not see a future with him, but you can definitely build your account for the future to see a future with your bank account growing. Okay. So if he's not paying, he ain't staying. If all he is free food, and go eat when you're hungry, put an obstacle in his path financially. If he removes it for you, then you can go eat with him. Other than that, he's just free food, darling. Y'all need to stop looking at men as something that they are not. If all they can do is take you out to eat, then file them under free food in your contacts, and that's it. Okay? Stop thinking they're more than what they are. If all they can do is buy you dinner, put them under free food. Because that will help you to stop liking them more than you should. You see what you name them after their action. Are they bill payer? Are they provider? Are they free food? Okay? Don't be getting all upset about free food, okay? You can get free food every day of the week from a man. So don't be catching feelings for free food. Don't be disappointed by free food. Just eat the free food. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all you're there for, free food. If he wants to do more for you, if he wants to provide for you, if he wants to show you that there's a potential future with him, then he'll become more than free food for you. Okay? There's nothing you need to do in order to make that happen. If he likes you times 10, he's going to offer more than food to you. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is how it is. If he likes you more, he's going to offer you more than some food. You tell him about your little financial issue, your little Aunt Ethel, and he likes you more, he's going to give it to you. If not, it's just free food so he don't have to dine alone because he's old and lonely. All right? Free food is just free food. Don't see it as nothing extra. That's all it is. Stop falling in love with free food. I know food is good, but it's not. Free food ain't paying the bills. Okay. Just think of all the nice restaurants you want to try. You can scope them out. You can scope out the restaurant bar so you can go there next time without him. You know what I mean? So just use them for free food, free ambiance, and knowing new places to go because, they're not trying to do nothing extra for you. So you shouldn't feel guilty about it either because they're not feeling guilty for leading you on. And they might not even get past date 3. They might switch you out for another one that they meet on the dating app for free food with a new face. Okay? Free food. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you and your man are on a break, but he blocked you? Girl, y'all probably close to the same age. I don't deal with that. Just go date somebody else, man. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle to you. I style abundance. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, just go date other guys. That's what a break means. Go date other people. Go have fun. That's what he's doing. And make sure you get the re-entry fee when he tries to come back around because he couldn't find nobody to replace you. Okay? Re-entry fee. How to create an exit plan from a dusty man you share a 3-year-old with. We live together, unfortunately. File child support on him. Use your mom's address to file the child support. Okay? When he gets the notice from the court, then, say, I'll see you over there. Or you could get yourself together. They probably won't get themselves together. I would just say file child support and be out, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, save your money. Stop paying bills. You're finna move out anyway. Why are you paying them bills? Transfer all the bills to his name. Stop paying your half of them because I'm sure you are. And stop paying them. Tell him you're going to put him on child support if he don't pay 100%. And stop paying him. Put all the bills in his name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And then save all your little money because you're not going to be paying bills no more. And then move. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Fake an injury. Tell him you're not going to be able to pay bills no more. He got it. If he ain't got it, then you got to do what you got to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Why do y'all keep asking me the same damn dumb, stupid question? Damn, just stop spamming. Ugh. If I don't want to answer your question, I ain't gonna answer it. I'm sorry. Y'all be doing too much. Okay. Anyway, take a break, man. Go get you a coffee. Take a break. All right. So now y'all got you a cursing. I know. Y'all baby curse. The heck? Y'all been doing too much. Take a break, man. Get some coffee. You spamming that much, you need to be getting paid, girl. All right. There ain't no way I'm getting ready to sit up in somebody's video and comment, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste if I ain't getting paid. You said you offering to do what? Bring him some aloe vera while he's in pain, being a pick me. Yeah, big time pick me. All you should have done is suggested that he get some. Not that uncle bring you something. Like a good pick me should. Look, get you some aloe vera. That's all you needed to tell him. Direct him where to get it from. That's it. I swear, y'all can't stop being a pick me shit even when you try. All right. I would probably be laughing. I have like a really dark sense of humor. So I'd be laughing if he got hurt. Like on the deep down on the inside, I'd be laughing. Boy, get you some aloe vera. I'm sorry, I'd be laughing. I'm the type of person that would be laughing inside. Okay, thank you, my trainer. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. Thanks for being a new member. I'd be secretly laughing inside. Anyway, you met a 37-year-old man, you're 21 in France, in a fancy club. He promised me a private party, a date next day. I refused sleeping with him. He ghosted. How to revenge? Girl, move on. You don't revenge. Just move along. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men, all men are like that. You don't have to get revenge on every man. How many times do I got to tell y'all? That's all that men want. If you don't give it to them and that's all they want you for, they don't even like you, there's no revenge. They just don't like you. Not a match. Done. Okay? If all they want to do is roll around on the mattress with you, they don't like you. Done. There's no revenge. There's just a wake-up call. You're not that special. They just want to roll around with you. Find a man that likes you times 10. Okay? Times 10. Promises are comforts to fools. Are you a fool? Then why do you believe his promises? Believe his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all gonna learn. The only revenge you need is to go find an older man with some real money and deal with him and get all your bills paid and get debt free. Okay, that's the best revenge. Just focus on yourself. Not something that men are dumb. They're gonna trick you if you're dumber than them. Okay, men are stupid. They only want one thing. If you're dumber than them, then you're gonna fall for the okie doke. Just remember that. All right. And that's why my channel is here, because y'all need to understand this. They don't really like you unless they like you times 10. If they like you times 10, they're not going to rush you to the bed. Remember that. If they like you times 10, they're not going to rush you to the bed. Let me repeat that. If they like you times 10, they're not rushing you to the bed. Okay, you could actually rush them to the ATM if they like you times 10. If you fall for the lies, if you fall for their fake promises, then you're stupid. And you need to learn that lesson and take accountability for being that dumb to believe what a man told you that doesn't even like you. Okay? So now that you've learned that lesson, you don't really need revenge. You just need to understand and never repeat it. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because if y'all gonna keep going, trying to get revenge on every man who does the exact same thing as every other man does, y'all are gonna focus all the energy on them and not to yourselves. Okay? Because no man is going to sit there and tell you the truth to your face. And then get mad if you don't want to roll around on the mattress with them. He don't like you, girl. He liked you for the evening, and that's it. All right. Stop meeting men in clubs. Successful man you've been seeing on and off for 2 years. His birthday is next week. He never remembered mine. Girl, then don't be a pygmisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't remember his either. All right. First of all, it's not your man. You've been seeing this fool off and on for 2 years. He don't remember your birthday, but you remember his. You like him more than he likes you. Congratulations, you are a pygmisha. So if I were you, I wouldn't even acknowledge his birthday. I wouldn't even tell him happy birthday. And I wouldn't care about his birthday. And if he asks me if I got a birthday gift for him, tell him you still waiting on yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because y'all have to be mean. These men see y'all as stupid. If you show up with a birthday present for a man who forgot yours and only sees you off and on, what you look like? Hi, my name is Desperate Pygmisha. I'm here with your birthday gift on and off man for 2 years who didn't remember my birthday gift, but here you go. Think about it. That's how it sounds. Sometimes I have to spell it out for y'all because y'all don't realize how y'all sound or look to these men. Think about this. Do they like you times 5? Times 2? They don't even like you times 1. So do less, way less. Don't even talk to them. Be busy. You say you just felt so hurt and you tried to take money from him. He faked an issue he didn't deliver. They all lie. Just get their money first, baby. Y'all keep dealing with men and thinking y'all are smarter than them, and y'all don't even have common sense over here. Let me tell y'all something. If you are a smart person, you would understand you need to treat your life and your dating life as if you are a profitable business. Do you understand me? Not a charity, not a pro bono, not a doormat. Treat your dating life like a business. Let me tell you why. Long-term investments. Long-term investments. You can't say you have invested anything unless your money is in the investment account. Isn't that right? You can't claim nothing. You can't claim that you're an investor if you haven't invested. All right? If they're not investing long-term, you don't deal with them, darling. That means you got to have high standards. That means you got to have enough high standards for them to invest in. That means you don't fall for the okie doke unless they can meet them standards. That means, you know what? I really like you, but I only date providers. And that means they provide. Not promise to provide, not make future plans to provide, but are actually putting their money where their mouth is. Instead of love bombing me, they money bomb me. Instead of telling me what they gonna do, cash apps, Venmos are bling, bling, and bling, and blinging. Okay? That's what I like. I like a man of action. So if you're not a man of action, just go and talk to the next chick, dog. Send them on their way. Y'all are too nice, and that's why y'all get taken advantage of. You start off about your money, that's how they're gonna respect you. When you start off about how you only deal with providers, they're gonna get mad if they don't have the money, and they're gonna move on to the next dumb chick who's gonna fall for the okie doke, treat them like they got some money, and then never deliver a thing to them. Okay, so y'all have to understand, y'all ain't losing nothing because y'all ain't getting nothing. You gotta understand. So when a man walks up to you and says, "Hi, darling, I really like you. Would you like a drink?" Sure. Order champagne. Don't order no cheap drink. Order the top of the line, whatever. Order something expensive so they know what they're dealing with right then and there. Order high, top quality. Whatever champagne that costs the most money, order that. Order it. If they start getting offended, that ain't the one, baby. Back away. And if you're ordering liquor, make sure it's a double shot top shelf or double, because they already know that you're not finna play about your money. Okay? So doesn't rush me, but slaps my tail without permission. Okay. He don't rush you, but slaps you. Tell him that that is politically incorrect now, and it's offensive to women. And if he does it again, then you're not going to deal with him no more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So that's very offensive to women. What if somebody was slapping your daughter on the butt without her permission? That's not very respectable. Now, I thought you were a respectable gentleman, like insult him like that. It's like, you're very disappointing. I thought you were a respectable gentleman. But if you act like you liked it, then you're leading him on. You're 28. A 50-year-old told me I wasn't looking for anything serious. I felt rejected even though he messaged me first. Why would you feel rejected? Why are you looking for anything serious anyway? Okay, first of all, he just sees you as somebody he want to roll around on a mattress with and go eat with every now and then, okay? You got to level up to the point to where they want something serious with you, okay? You got to get to the point to where any man you come in contact with wants something serious with you. Do y'all understand? I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all can't just be regular. Y'all got to do extra, or y'all got to go for men that look like Who Did It and Why, Crypt Keeper, that's just ecstatic to be with you. Y'all, your looks got to be times 10 his. Okay, no club anymore for dating providers. Girl, the providers aren't in the clubs, baby. They're out during the daytime when everybody else is at work doing rich activities. They're at the golf course. They're at the country club. They're, doing stuff in the daytime when everyone else is at work. They're older. They're asleep by 9 o'clock. They ain't in the clubs. Okay? So, you got to go for someone you look 10 times better than. That's what you got to go for. Then they will like you 10 times more. And they're not going to tell you, I'm not looking for nothing serious. What they're telling you, when a man says, I'm not looking for something serious, that means they just want to sleep with you. You understand? That means you're the type of woman that they will roll around with, but you ain't going nowhere with them. They finna claim you for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Level up higher. Level up out of their league. Because I guarantee you, if you were leveled up out of their league, they will want something serious with you. And they'd be saying, how can I make you my girlfriend? They'll be trying to rush to commit with you. Okay? That's the truth. Y'all know it. Ask any woman who's very attractive how fast men try to make a commitment to them. I'm not saying that you're unattractive. I'm saying you need to be out of their league. There's levels to this. When you're out of their league, they want a commitment. When you're not out of their league, they don't want nothing serious because they're going to wait for someone who's out of their league to impress. That's just how it goes. Ask any man. If you were the most beautiful thing that they've ever seen, if you were their dream woman, they were willing to give you all their money and put you on a wheel and a deed, they will want something serious. But when you're not that, they don't want nothing serious. So make sure you're choosing the right targets. Thank you, Daily Victory. Spring. Thank you, too. Okay? So when you look way out of their league, they're never going to say that to you. You got to look way out of their league. You can't just be dating to date. You got to date strategically. You know what I'm saying? So strategic dating means they like you more than you like them from the start. From the start. That is the first thing that you need to check off your list. Do they got money and do they like me more? Yes and yes. Then it's a date. If not, there is no date. Okay? And when you're out of their league, the possible date. If they got money, it's a date. You're out of their league and they got money, they like you more, obviously, because you look way better than them because you're out of their league and they got money, then it's a date. If it's not that way, then there's no date. Okay? Y'all be going on dates just for anything. Free food? Wonderful. Then don't focus on anything else but the food. Enjoy your meal. Oh, shoot. I dropped my brush. Enjoy your meal and don't think of anything else. That's free food right there. That's it. So make sure you're not thinking that that man is more than what he is. You said you was not put together that night. No, you got to be out of his league, baby. That means when you walk into a room with him, all eyes turn and you make him look better. You understand? Whenever you walk into a room with someone, all the other men need to be envious. That's how you know you out their league. If you can't do that, don't even go out with them. Okay. Make him, yeah, you're supposed to make him look better, bam, with your looks. So you need to level it all up all the way. Sometimes men are intimidated when they're too out of their league. Well, like I said, there's a balance and there's levels to it. You need to just be out of his league. Maybe not too out of his league, but just out of his league. Okay. Because most men only want to date women out of their league. Maybe not too much out of their league, but they definitely want to date women out of their league. So understand that. That's what they're going to go for. And make sure their money is in your league. Mm-hmm. You said you have natural looks. I don't know what that means, ma'am. What you mean natural? You mean you don't wear no makeup or nothing? Do you better put some on? For example, hold on. You better put some lipstick on and some blush and some contour or something right now. You better put something on, some colors on your face. Thank you, Celine. What does it mean if he asks, are guys flirting with you? It's like, what do you mean flirting? Explain flirting. Then he'll say what flirting means, and he's like, oh yeah, all the time. Why? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me see what you're looking like, man. Let me zoom on in. Because some of y'all, I don't understand. Like, y'all don't know. I don't know. Like, what you looking like? Nude looks? Okay. Like your makeup is nude. Okay. That you meant you don't wear makeup on at all. Okay. You said you're 27? Okay. And he's 50. All right. Was that your age, 27? Did I get it right? Okay, let me see. Okay, is he ugly though? You're 45 and he's 50? Girl. That's the same age as you. Okay, you need to be dating. Okay, you're 45. Let me do the calculator. You need to at least be dating someone in their like 60. You're 45, you need to be dating somebody 60, baby. You date somebody 50, that's your problem. All right. At least 60, man. You said he's 39. Do y'all understand? Okay, I can't help you. You 45, he's 39. What the heck? Okay, y'all deserve each other. I can't help you, ma'am, because you're doing dumb stuff. Okay. Anyway, on that note, for those men, for those women that are dating men old enough and mature enough and that have enough money to buy them nice gifts, I'm going to present you with Rose Forever, and make sure y'all are listening and paying attention, and the links are in the description bar. I'll be right back. Hey y'all, sprinkle. So I have something exciting for you guys. This is, can you guess? Roses from Rose Forever. They send you beautiful preserved roses. Look at this. And these last for up to a whole year without any withering. And so these are perfect for decor, display, gifts, whatever. They come in different boxes. They have black velvet, they have pink velvet, they also have glass, like plexiglass, I think it's like. And then they have these beautiful white marbled boxes as well. They also have little vase arrangements as well. So definitely check out Rose Forever and use my code SPRINKLE to save $20 on your order. These are perfect gifts for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, just for your bestie, for yourself, for your man to buy you. Stick this on your wish list. And you can have beautiful roses every day. These last for a long time. I have a bunch of these and they are still holding up beautifully. I just got this one the other day and they come in the mail. So you don't even have to be there to receive them. They will come in a box and they come in your mail. They deliver them to your doorstep. You don't have to sign for them. They're just a beautiful box. And when you open them up, you have beautiful preserved roses. And they have so many colors. They have all the colors you could think of. Okay. Of course, I got pink. I also have some white roses as well to match my bedroom. But these are really pretty as well. So I like to have pink, white. I have red. I have so many colors. So I just keep them around my house as decor. And it's always beautiful to look at beautiful roses. So make sure you put this in your cart on the website that I'm going to link. It's going to be in the description bar. So make sure y'all check it out. It's Rose Forever. And use my code SPRINKLE to save $20 on your order. All right. I'm going to see y'all later. Definitely click and you'll have yours too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Bye. Hey, y'all. Okay, yeah, y'all make sure y'all get y'all's Rose Forever. Okay, that way you'll always have beautiful roses. Definitely let your man buy these for you. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. That ran me off. I had to go take a little break because I was sitting over here answering questions from somebody that don't have no common sense. Okay. I am so sorry, ma'am. Your man is too young and he don't got enough money for you, and you're too old to be dating somebody that young, and y'all look dumb. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Wonderful. Go get you an older man. 60 and up. All right. Wonderful. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Think about this. If you're a 45-year-old woman, a 60-year-old man would just buy everything up for you. You had no worry. He pay all your bills. He's 60 years old. He gonna pay whatever you want. Go take you shopping. Go take you on vacation. Go give you some money. What you doing with a 39-year-old man? He can't do nothing for you, but give you more problems. Okay, yeah, that's why you on here, so you can learn. 60 and up, ma'am. Okay, your life will change. Make sure he's on the rich side of town. Don't go find no old broke man. Go to the rich side of town and aim for the 60-year-olds and up. Okay, okay. All right, you'll be good. You'll be good. You'll be on vacation next year. 100% paid for if you go find you an older man. Okay. Remember, just because a man is attracted enough to you to roll around on the mattress doesn't mean he's attracted enough to you to pay them bills. Okay. No. How to tell him to attribute the property and apartments to me if he wants to get married to me? Just like you told me. With words. And don't be too nice. Or tell him what he should do. It's like, oh, pretend like that's what he was gonna do. Be like, oh my gosh, are you going to give me the, are you going to put the apartment and all the properties in my name too? Since we're getting married, already assume he is, and then let him tell you no. Then you can ask questions. Going to a conference in Vegas where there will be lots of wealthy men, tops on spinning, sprinkling, what? Tips on sprinkling during the 4-day conference. This is a business conference. Just look good. I mean, they're going to be in Las Vegas. What do you think their minds are going to be? They're not going to be on, I'm finding my future wife. So make sure you just get their money. That's the best advice that I can give you. Just make sure you talk about shopping, because there's lots of shops there. Talk about you broke your heel, you need some new shoes. Like, talk about stuff that they can do right then and there. Okay. Talk about money they can spend today, right then and there. Is there a shop in the vicinity of where, the conferences are being held? Can you get them to the shops, darling? Can you get them to the ATMs? Then that's what you need to be focused on, not nothing long term, because they're in Las Vegas. Their mind is not anywhere else but Las Vegas. So get their Las Vegas money. Okay. He said, get you an Hermes scarf at Bellagio. I know that's right. Yeah. Get to where you're going. Use your environment to get what you need to get. Them men ain't trying to find no future wife, but they will take you shopping. That's what you did, Summer? I know that's right. Okay. You say you're 43, he's 53, he's 6'4", makes about 80K. Girl, goodbye. You're too tall to be that broke and old. Next. Sound like a broke catch to throw back. Girl, throw him back in. Release. How are you going to be that old and that tall and still that broke? It don't go together. Leave him alone. All right. That's a joke, ma'am. Okay, he might be a good, decent, kind human being. I'm not saying that he's not. But we're talking about financial. Okay? So don't get it confused. When I tell y'all next, that ain't the one. Nope. Throw it back. I'm not talking about them as a person or an individual. I'm talking about them as someone who's not financially responsible enough for his age or his height. Okay? All right. You said there are interns out there making 80K. Yeah, that's not very good, man. Not for his age. He should be like way more than that. Okay. You're gonna end up taking care of him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, so anything less than 6 figures is broke. In this economy, anything less than, let's see, how comfortable do you want to live? Do you have kids? Do you want kids? Like, I need to bust out this calculator, because how much is rent where you live in the nice part of town? How much is a mortgage? How much is a down payment to a car? Like, y'all got to start thinking. If you're just trying to get some like shopping money, if you're just trying to get some mall money, great. You can get some from them. Are you trying to get bills paid though? Because I'm not sure what y'all's goals are with these types of men. So he making 80K. What's that after taxes? Broke. That's what it is. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, if he had another business on the side, or another, several streams of income, and that was one of his incomes, that if you add it up, that might work. But if you don't have nothing else extra on the side, making just as much money or more, I don't know. You're 5'10". Should height matter? No, money should matter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Okay. Do you want a tall, broke man or do you want a short, rich man? I'll take the short, rich man any day. Sorry. Don't care. Okay. Now, if you could find a man with some money that's a decent height, wonderful. But that shouldn't be the main thing. Okay. That should not be the main thing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said height can't buy you a house. It sure can. It can buy you more problems, though. Just think, if you have a real tall man, all the pygmies gonna want him, even if he broke. Do you really want that? And you know them tall dudes, they need new clothes and new shoes all the time. So they'll find them a pygmy to take them shopping. So you need to find somebody that has some money, baby, to go with that height. All right. Your lenses look so ugly. Yeah, but I have a full provider. So appreciate you. Okay. I haven't worked since I was 22, baby. Been retired. I can wear what I want. Okay. You know you was going to say that. I just want him to feel emasculated. Oh, you don't want him to feel emasculated. Girl, just get their money. They should feel masculine when they're giving you money. You said that was your niece? That's okay, niece. I make money off selling these ugly contacts. Don't worry about it. All right. Anyway, that's all right, niece. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said you're dead. Y'all know what I do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You look amazing like always. Thank you, girl. Why would you feel bad about a man who never provided anything at Tanya? Oh, girl, I don't know why y'all be feeling bad about men that don't do nothing for y'all. I just don't understand that feeling. Okay. Tell your niece to stop being a pygmy too, girl. Cause y'all know, like hang around like y'all gotta do better. Come on, y'all go get dressed, put yourself together, go on the rich side of town right now. That's your homework. Y'all sitting over there texting. Y'all need to get up and go to the rich side of town and go find you an old man, ma'am. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm serious, yo. I'm not joking. Okay, let me tell y'all a little secret. When you go to the rich side of town during the daytime, even if it's on the weekend, go early. You can't take off work. Just go early in the daytime on the weekend, like closer to morning, maybe early afternoon. Old men, single old men are going to be out looking for sugar babies. All right, on the rich side of town, because that's where they know that's where you at. They know that's where you at. They're not going to risk their life, their car, or getting robbed going to the broke side of town. So they know y'all gonna come over there. All right. So they're going to be out and about, walking around, dilly-dallying, just like y'all should be dilly-dallying. Because I see it all the time. So y'all need to get up and get dressed and go to the rich side of town during the daytime, where them old men can still see due to their cataracts. They can't drive at night. They got to be home by 8, 9, 8 before it get dark, okay? Maybe earlier during the fall. They can't see at night. They need them blue blockers and stuff, okay? So that's why they're in early. And go get you an older guy. He's going to be out during the daytime, dilly-dallying, looking for somebody to spend some money on. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You'll see them. You'll be able to see them. I promise. They're very obvious. Thank you, Angelique. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop going to the club. Yeah. Go out during the daytime, baby. Yes. Yeah, they'll just be walking around, smiling, doing what they do. Waiting on you to look their way, okay? Okay. You said you blocked the man for texting you at 12 a.m. You should have sent them a Cash App request for disturbing your peace. Then blocked them. Shera, you're funny. I always feel like I have company when I watch your live. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, I try. What should we say to them? You know, they're supposed to say something to you first, darling. They might ask you a question. Maybe you could answer it if it's not too invasive. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, they still, even though they're old, they still need to come up to you first. Okay. What? Posted what? Okay, y'all talking to y'all sales. Well, wonderful. Anyway, you know, when you're out and about, when you looking your best or you looking cute or whatever to attract, make sure you're looking cute. It's like how you look every day is not going to be the same as you look when you're trying to accomplish something, when you're trying to pull, you know what I mean? It's a little different. So make sure you're not confusing your everyday look with the look that you need to pull. Okay. Remember, people like different things, and whatever you're trying to accomplish, that's what you need to dress for. Okay. A lot of times people don't understand that either. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, make sure that's what you're dressed for, not just to dress and not think about it, and then try to accomplish something without factoring in the strategy of dressing. Okay. So, whatever you're trying to accomplish, make sure you're dressed for. And stop liking men more than they like you, which means make sure you're out of their league and they're going to do the most for you. And make sure you understand that. And that is your strategy going in. Okay. Okay. You trying to get them to take you shopping? Good for you. You shouldn't chase rich men either. Why would you chase any man? It means you're desperate. And you should chase rich men the very least. Okay? Like that's crazy to me. There ain't nothing worse than a woman chasing a man. I don't care if they're rich or broke. That's just disgusting. Okay? Why are y'all chasing a man? If you chasing them, it means they're running away. supposed to be attracting them, not chasing. When you chase them, it means they're running. Why are they running from you? Because they don't like you. All right. Stop. You need to be attracting, not chasing. You chasing a man, they don't even like you. Next. Some of y'all are just impatient and y'all don't allow the men to do their job and make the first moves or chase you. And if they're not trying to chase you, they don't want you. Okay? Y'all are getting confused because y'all like them so much. Y'all are like, why aren't they chasing me? Why aren't they chasing me? Maybe I should chase them. Or maybe they don't like you. Maybe you should just move on and next, you know? You're the Uber driver. What conversation look? What? You are an Uber driver. What conversation look? Okay. Ma'am, I'm not talking to nobody in my car. You ain't got your own car. I don't want you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you have zero conversations with anybody up in your car. And you don't tell nobody what you do for a living. You tell them you're a part-time receptionist. Here you go. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to talk to nobody in the back of my car, baby. No. All right. Wait till you get off work and go somewhere. Go sit at a nice bar at a restaurant on the rich side of town when your shift is over. Okay. Okay, girl, no rich man goes on Uber. Okay. You ain't got no money to spend. Where can you find an old rich man? Well, there's tennis courts, pickleball courts. There are golf courses, driving ranges. There is dog walking parks in the rich neighborhoods. There are, you can go to the marina area and like walk around over there. There's little bars and restaurants over there. You can, those are all things that are free. Just walk around outside. Look lost. You can go ride elevators in prestigious office buildings and act lost. Girl, you can go to the car dealership. All those things are free. Rich men like braided hairstyle. I don't know, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask the rich man. Okay. You said look lost. Yeah, look lost, baby. You said, Shera, a man got mad when I don't sleep with him, come back weeks later and say he changed his mind what to do. Charge him a re-entry fee. She said, well, you know what? You offended me and I really didn't like that, but you can make it up to me by paying for this cart, taking me shopping, but possibly paying for a cart because he can do that right away, Send him a wish list that you already have made up. If you have an Amazon wish list, they can't see your address. If you make it so that they can't see your address, it'll just send it to you without them knowing. So you make you a good old nice wish list, and that's his re-entry. Okay? To make it up to you. If he doesn't want to make it up to you, basically what he's done is circled the block. Nobody else wanted him, and he's back to see if he can get you again by telling you even more lies and you dumb enough to believe him the second time around. So just get his money, man. Next, get his money. Make sure he buys you something expensive. And then still don't roll around on the mattress with him. And he has to invest heavily. Okay? And let him know you like provider men, not men trying to rush you to the mattress. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you ain't providing, if you're not investing long term, we don't need to talk about it. But get the re-entry fee first before you tell him all that. Get your cart paid for. Get your wish list paid for. Do something. Yep. Just look it up on Google, ma'am. It'll tell you how to do it. When you make a wish list, it'll ask you all the questions. Look it up, baby. You can do it. I believe in you. Leveled up clothes, makeup, and hair. No approaches. What to do? Only go to nice places. What am I doing? What time are you going? Thank you, Holistic Hannah. What time are you going? Okay, and I don't know what you look like because that profile picture is way too small. Okay, and where are you going and what time are you going? And who are you dressed for? That's one thing. Who are you dressed for? What type of man are you specifically trying to attract? That's what you need to understand. What type of man are specifically attracted to what you're looking like when you go out? Because we got to ask ourselves these types of questions when we get dressed to go out to the rich side of town. We got to say, we got to look in the mirror after we get up, get dressed, and say, now what type of man will be attracted to me as I am right now? And that's what you need to ask yourself. Okay. Because it's very different depending on where you're going, what time of day you're going, and what you're dressed like, your style, and everything. So you could be just dressed wrong for the place or the type of man you're trying to attract. Maybe those type of men aren't there. You need to understand what type of man you're trying to attract, and that's what you need to dress for. Okay. So get out early. Yep. Remember, old people don't drive at night. Very rarely. Get out early. Before the sun set, baby. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's a very long name, but I appreciate you. Okay. All right, all right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so remember they gotta like you 10 times more. So when you okay, let me tell y'all something. When y'all get up to go get dressed and go to the rich side of town, your outfit needs to say you gonna like me 10 times more. It doesn't have to be revealing, it doesn't have to be trashy, it doesn't have to be super tight or anything like that. It has to look like, you know, you need to look approachable, you need to look attractive, you need to look like the type of woman that a man will cross a room for and have respect for, because you're trying to get that long-term investment money, right? Not You're not trying to get a quick roll around the mattress. You're trying to get investment money. That means you need to look like the type of woman that they want on their arm, who they want to introduce to their coworkers and colleagues, and who they find attractive. You got to be like, exactly, Penelope, the main character. So the type of man that you're trying to attract, you need to understand what's going to attract them. Clothing, hairstyle, makeup look, nails, all of it needs to be in order. Okay. Now, how you might dress to hang out by yourself or with your friends could be totally different. How you run your errands during the daytime, wherever you're at, is going to be totally different than how you're going to look when you're specifically, strategically dressing to attract a certain caliber and type of man elsewhere. It's going to be very different. So you got to understand that. Okay. You say how to control. He can't control himself. He's a 60-year-old provider. He can't control himself and texting you after midnight all the time, being intrusive and passive aggressive. Girl, he lonely. You think he finna die in his sleep, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's that 1 foot in the grave syndrome. Okay, so you put your phone on automatic text. If you got an iPhone, you can do this. Okay. You can specifically type in certain texts to automatically send to anyone who's texting. Okay. Figure it out, girl. Chat GPT it. You could have it say, you know what, I miss you too, sweetie, but I'm really tired and sleepy right now. Can I call you back tomorrow? Sweet dreams. Have that as the automatic text. That way, you say Android can do that too? Wonderful. Have your phone set up to do automatic text messaging. All right. You could even send, I think, a voice. So pre-record your voice stuff. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm asleep right now. I can't answer my phone. I'm tired. I have to get up and go to work tomorrow unless you plan on retiring me. All right. That's what you tell them. Do the pre-recorded. Mm-hmm. Automatic text or the automatic text? Okay. You said older men won't approach because you feel like that you will reject them. Not if you're giving them eye contact, girl. You ain't finna reject that if you looking in their eyes. You gotta attract them, which means they feel attracted to you, which means that they feel bold enough to come and approach you. You look them in their eye, they coming over. Look, you look them in their eye, they coming over. They gonna find an excuse, baby. They okay. Look them in the eye and smile. If you're too young, they're not going to approach you because it looks weird. So remember, if you're 20 and they're like 70, that ain't gonna work out. You're too young. Now, if they're 70 and you're 50, or you're 45 and they're 60, yeah, that might work. But if you're too young, they scared you gonna look like they niece, their great granddaughter or whatever, their granddaughter, somebody. It can't be too much of an awkward age difference. Okay. So keep it around 20 years or less, like 15 to 20 years. That's it. Other than that, they're not going to approach you way too young. Now, some of them might though, but all I'm saying is most of them will wait, find someone slightly older. Slightly. Thank you for the super sticker, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, okay, you're not like when you're 20, you're not gonna get the type of old man that's gonna like do too much because you're too young. You can't even drink yet. So you can practice. Let me tell y'all can practice, man. You're 20, you need to practice at least mall shopping sprees with somebody like in their late 40s. Okay, 40s, 45 and up. You can practice your mall shopping sprees with them. Or 35 and up, you get your Bath and Body Works on real good. You're pink. Okay. So practice with the ones, and then when you get to about 25, 26, 27, you can get the older ones. They'll be more, you'll be good and well practiced by then, lady. And you're going to level up from Bath and Body Works and pink to something more like, bills and car notes. Okay. Cars, whatnot, but you got to practice on the other ones first. When you practice on the younger ones, when you're young, you're going to learn how to manipulate, persuade, talk to them, make them feel like a man, all that kind of stuff. So that when you get to the older ones, you're already good and well versed. Okay, you got every body spray in the collection of Victoria's Secrets, Bath and Body Works. You got all the makeup. You got all the TikTok products for them buying your TikTok cart. You got all of that. That's your practice. All right. Now, when you're ready for your car, your jewelry, and you're dealing with the older gentlemen, you know exactly what to say and how to get them. Okay? But you do need to practice with the ones, if you're in your 20s, your young 20s, your early 20s. Practice on the ones that are in their 30s and 40s, and they can get you the mall stuff. Then you can graduate to the next level, okay? You're going to be like, I got all these sprays. I got all this lotion. I got all this makeup. I got all this stuff from TikTok. I got nail. I got gadgets and gizmos of plenty. I've got who's it's and what's it's galore. You won't think I'm a boss? They're 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be at the dealership. Okay? Do more. That's your practice. Okay, thank you, Rockin'. Okay, older guy you're seeing treats you well and pays, but calls me on 8 the other day unsolicited. I mess with your head. How do I called you an 8? How do you shake it off? He's not cute. What's an 8? Girl, I don't even know what this slang is. What's an 8, girl? Oh, you mean like out of a 10? Oh, okay. You say, yeah, because I eat and I ate every time. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Fire Pony. Young guy, 32, likes me. He's 27. Okay, you're 27. He's 32. Times 10, makes decent money. Or what are your little ways you can get it? Okay. You can get your phone bills paid. You can go to a mall shopping spree. You might be able to get some decent jewelry from the little kiosk in the mall. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You can go to the mall, baby. Get your mall on. He can probably give you some nail money. He can probably take you to the mall. You can probably buy you a little nice pair of earrings at the mall kiosk. You know, he can probably take you to Bath and Body Works and tell you to get what you want. Stuff like that. Maybe pink. You can get you some cute outfits, you know, some little casual loungewear and stuff. All right. Maybe he could upgrade your phone. Maybe if he's got it like that, you know. Okay. But I don't know. Like he's too young to be doing too much more. Okay. So men don't rate women because they know they ugly. They know they real ugly. Tell him he was a 5. Like you're a 5, but thanks for rating me an 8. That means I'm way out of your league. So pay. Okay. Okay. The internet is such a wonderful invention. All the ladies manipulators are exposed. Okay, well, you're not the target, sir, unless you got some money to take some chick shopping at the mall. You're not even the target of a woman that's over 22 years old. So you're only exposing yourself that you're broke. So thank you, internet, for exposing the dust. He thinks somebody after his call center check, the 4 figures. That's so sweet. We ain't after your 4 figures. At least 5 figures. It's like the young 20s they're after. Okay. If you nervous about going shopping at the mall with the girl you're supposed to be claiming, then don't even get in a relationship and don't even try to date. You don't even have ball money. Stay your butt home and stop trying to date women. Go back to work. Go clock back in. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How are you going to be complaining about money you ain't got? That's just dumb. Okay. You said thank yous for the internet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yo, women are exposing themselves. Like, if we were really exposing ourselves, do you think we would be up here talking this talk? We're not exposing ourselves. We are having high standards that dusties can't reach. We're exposing the dust. You obviously exposed yourself and didn't realize it because you got dumb. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You just turned 21. Guy is same age you're talking to. He want a date. He want to date you. Pay all things, but I'm not ready to commit. But tired. Okay, nobody should be ready to commit at 21. Just get his money. If he's trying to pay for a date, y'all go eat, choose some food, have him take you shopping at Bath and Body Works after. Wonderful. Y'all too young. Y'all ain't got no. He don't have no real money, girl. What he gonna do? Pay for the food and take you buy you a body spray? What can a 21-year-old do? Get your nails done? Buy you a body spray? What? What he doing, baby? Enjoy your free food. Enjoy your body spray. Don't get pregnant. You know, have fun, but realize you can't really take that seriously right now. No serious relationships, darling. You're too young. Don't waste your 20s attached to somebody that can't do much for you but buy you a body spray and some food, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said that's a starter boyfriend? Yeah, that's how you get your Bath and Body products up, okay? That's how you get all the body sprays and all the lotions. Okay. That's how you start your little collection, your little perfume collection, your Bath and Body Works collection. You know, y'all want one, so y'all could display it on TikTok or whatever y'all be doing over there at the youngsters. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said or Victoria's Secret lingerie. Yeah, get your collection up of the stuff he can afford. Okay, invest. Make him invest in whatever it is you need him to invest into. Make him take you. Maybe he can take you to Sephora, Pink, Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works. He can take you to them places. Collect, ma'am. Always collect. If you don't like those places, whatever other places you like, then okay. Okay. You said starter man basics. Starter man basics. He has to have a job and like you times 10. That way you know he's gonna take you shopping. All right. You can't get him for bill money because he ain't got it. All he can do is pay for food and take you shopping to the mall. And limited types of stores. Okay. That's it. That's all he can do for you, baby. Don't get pregnant by him because he can't do nothing for no baby. Okay. Then when you want to leave him, go get better. Yeah. You know, by the time you're a certain age, he can't deal with you anymore financially because you're going to want too much. Okay. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all know that's the truth. That's the truth. And it's good practice for the men. Look, it goes both ways. Look, that man knows women like money, right? He is practicing on being a semi provider with the semi money he got. So the next woman he gets, maybe his paycheck will go up. Maybe he can do a little bit more for her. So he's getting practice on being a provider or at least being a gentleman. And he knows that women like certain things. So by the time he gets good and older, like maybe 40, he'll be able to spoil his woman, be a provider, and give her the things that he's supposed to be giving her, right? So it's just good practice. That's all it is. Practice relationships, teaching men to provide, to appreciate women, to value women, to spend on women. And then when they get to a certain age, they'll have it together. They won't feel like it's not supposed to be done because it'll be a habit by then. That's literally it. You're supposed to spend on women. Unless you want to take some men out, you know, it's good for both people involved. And it'll make him feel even more masculine when he thinks about it. Yeah, I used to buy my girlfriend stuff all the time. I used to take her shopping all the time. That makes him feel good about himself. And it's going to push him to the next level. So the next woman he sees, he's going to be like, oh, she going to want more than Bath and Body Works. She look like she wants some extra stuff. She look like she want to go to the, the expensive store. So I got to get my money up if I want that type of chick. So it'll just motivate him even more to the next level, which will also motivate you more because you got the practice and you know how to get stuff out of them. Okay. You said you don't want to teach him, you want to learn and keep. Keep what? He's too young. He can't do nothing for you. If he's young, he can't do nothing for you, ma'am. In 5 years from now, y'all gonna want two totally different things. Think about it. You're 21. In 5 years from now, you're gonna be 26. I don't know if you're the same person. But just in general, in 5 years from now, y'all are going to want two totally different things, especially if y'all are in y'all's 20s. All right. He's going to want to continue to party. You're going to want to settle down. It's not going to work out. That's why you got to start dating older once you get to a certain age. Okay. Unless you want to live that small provincial life. Like, okay. Beauty and the Beast reference. Okay. Why have Gaston when you can have the Beast in a whole castle with talking clocks and all that? Why settle for that provincial life if you can do better? Okay. It can. Said, can you keep partying after 26? Yeah, once you get a ring, a house, and a car and a deed, then you can go out and have fun. Okay, mission accomplished. But if you try to do all that before you get it, it's going to take longer for you to get it, man. So secure the bag first, then go back out there and have fun. And take him with you. He'll pay for it. All right. Secure all the stuff first. Then y'all can go party together. Make sure he's securing the stuff for you first. See, if you get an older man, they've already been there and done that. They got the money to secure you. And then they're going to want to relive their youth through you. So y'all can still go out and party until y'all are ready to settle down and do more. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all can still go out, have fun. But make sure your stuff's in order and taken care of and your lifestyle is set. Okay. You said you're going to a Broadway show this weekend. Are older rich men there? Yeah, with their wives. Or their girlfriends. They there. Do you think an older rich man is going to go by himself to a Broadway production? Only if he's gay. The only straight old men that are at those things are with their wives. They there by themselves, they gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Broadway. Come on now. I know y'all got some common sense. Now, the symphony, maybe the orchestra, perhaps. Perhaps. You said I make you laugh? Girl, you know ain't gonna be no Broadway shows unless they singing and trying to talk to one of the actors up in there. Thank you for educating women. Thank you, girl. I appreciate you. Zingle, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said that's where you become his beard. Girl, if he's at Broadway, he don't need no beard. He already out there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Mm-hmm. The symphony, darling. Okay, so the symphony. This is what you do, darling. You go to the symphony. You sign up. I'm talking in an accent because I'm trying to be bougie. You go to the symphony. You get tickets. You sign up. You donate. You sign up to donate a little bit of money here. Like maybe it could be cheap. I don't know. However. And you'll get invited. Listen to me very careful. I'm trying to teach y'all how to get into the places. You sign up. You donate. They will give you emails, invites to little soirees, to little pre-symphony events, discounts on tickets sometimes. You're just going to get the inside scoop. You'll get the other people that have donated, like their, like you'll see. And they put sometimes in the program, sometimes depending on where you're at, who's donated. You can see who donated the most. You get around other people. And you just mix and mingle over there, okay? Yeah. So sign up because I was getting like a bunch of emails for a while when I signed up for like certain things, the theater, symphonies, orchestra, plays, and they will send you all this stuff, little VIPs and all this kind of stuff. I never went because, you know, I went to like a few, but like I stopped getting those emails because I like unsubscribed to it. But if you're a single woman looking, definitely sign up to all that stuff. Okay. Sign up to also, you want to be older man, the historical preservation society of your town. Okay. They always having events. And those are all the people that are donating, have enough money to donate, who want to, you know, donate to preserve the historical stuff. They got money. Most of the time their names are on a lot of stuff. So you can do that and they'll invite you to private events and stuff too. So you just have to sign up. You just got to go online and use the internets for what it's for. Okay. Historical society, and then put your city name in there. Then you need to do like symphony, and they'll just go to the symphony. They're automatically gonna pop up and ask you for a donation anyway, whether you looking to do it or not. They're gonna ask you. So do all those things. I don't know, like sometimes the lowest amount is like $25, and that's a very cheap price to get all these invites and emails, and invites. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, I noticed that people on the rich side of town are more easygoing. Yes, they are. They're happy. They got money, girl. They ain't got nothing to worry about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the symphony. Get dressed. Take your friend, take your daughter, take your bestie. It doesn't matter. Get dressed, go to the symphony. Donate your little $25 or whatever. During the intermissions and before they let you in, you can like mix and mingle. They have little drinks, little happy hour kind of thing. Even if you have to mix and mingle and talk to married couples, they may have a friend they want you to meet, or they may have an event that they are going to, that they can tell you about, that you can go to. You know what I'm saying? So just mixing and mingling and just talking with people is still good. I remember I went to, like, I don't know what it was. It was either a symphony or a play or something. And this rich lady was in there with her dog, in the theater with her dog, her purse dog. Okay, she got money. She had a purse dog. Oh shoot, she was like this, dog head sticking out her purse right here. You're so pretty. Mimsy likes you. You're a purse dog lady. That's who you need to talk to, because she got money and connects. Okay. And you see a purse dog lady in the theater, that's who you need to go find. She's got money. Okay. Purse dog lady always got money. Okay, because she bring that dog everywhere, including the theater. That means she's, don't nobody question her. She got money. So find purse dog lady, make friends with her. That's where your money is. That's where your invites are. That's where, and she's just happy to see anybody, girl. She got an emotional support animal, obviously. So if you find purse dog lady, you in. Promise you. Befriend purse. Yes. People that let me tell y'all something. Years and years ago, my mom, she owned a grooming and boarding business, and she owned like several, and she sold some of them, but she owned several. Purse dog ladies spend a lot of money. Purse dog ladies have rich friends, yachts, men with yachts and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Purse dog ladies, I'm telling you. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Purse dog ladies. Okay. But you got to meet them at a rich area. If you meet a purse dog lady, they're most likely going to be in a rich area. Okay? And make sure the dog is a pure breed, not no mutt. Okay? Because there's a difference between purse dog mutt ladies and purse dog purebreds. You know the difference? You know the difference. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to just learn. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. They don't look like rats. They look like bougie dogs. Okay? Okay. If you are smart, like if you're gonna do a dog park, let me tell y'all, because I know all about breeds and dogs and stuff, like more than most people, because like I said, my mom had that type of business. If you go to a dog park and you learn the breeds of dogs, that's also impressive. Hi, Shira. I will be in class with a sweet guy that I know likes me. I look 10 times better. He's good money. How to appear interested without coming on. Okay, smile and make eye contact. That's it. If he likes you, he gonna come get you, bam. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Smile, make eye contact. If he likes you, he gonna come get you. That's it, baby. You don't do nothing more. You can drop something when he's like standing in front of you or behind you, but that's about it. You cannot talk to him first. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because some guys, especially attractive men, let me tell you something. If this man is attractive, I don't know if he's attractive or not. He's so used to women coming on to him. It's like disgusting at that point. You know what? When you're an attractive man and women are constantly throwing themselves at you, it's a turn off. Men that are attractive also like to chase. Okay. But if you give them a good look and mind your business, go on about your business, they know that you find them attractive, you like them, and that you're not desperate pick Misha. And he's going to be more interested in you than he is with the woman trying to approach him. Okay. He's not attractive. Well, then eye contact and a smile is quite enough. Okay. His heart should start racing and he should be trying to figure out how he's going to approach you after that. But that's it. That's all you do. You don't talk to him. Okay. All right. You're going back to timeout. Spammer. Okay. You said walk their dogs in the rich neighborhood. Okay, wait, let me talk. Okay. So I remember one lady on here that were in the comments one time. She was telling me that she made a business on being like a pet sitter and a dog walker on the rich side of town, which is a really good little side hustle to start if you want to meet rich people. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm telling y'all, when my mom owned her business, she offered that service as well. She would have employees go out, walk the customers' dogs, feed and water them, and maybe their plants as well. And these would be mansions, y'all. And she would, she would always get invited to like the galas and all this kind of stuff. But I'm telling y'all, rich people love their pets. So get in good and learn them breeds, go to the dog walking park, find purse lady or dog man, I don't know, whatever. Sprinkle. Some of these dogs are eating better than y'all. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is dog man. Yes. Dog man. Let me tell you about dog man. Okay. So dog men love their dogs like they love like their children. Okay. They're like their best friends. You find a dog man, most of the time they only get dogs to meet women anyway. So that's the whole goal. All right. Dog men use dogs to meet women. All right. So when you see a dog man, they're trying to meet women. So act dumb, play stupid, and be like, "Oh my gosh, your dog is so cute." Then pet it. That's his cue to start talking to you if he likes you. That's the icebreaker, his dog. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the manosphere teaches men tolerance, have women chase them, that they are the prize. Okay, so they're gay. Gotcha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They're gay and looking for a beard. Gotcha. The manosphere teaches men to be gay and look for their beards. Gotcha. Well, there's an easier way to do that at the Broadway shows. And those guys will actually have money that will be your beard. Okay. And they will pay your bills. So you can skip all the rigmarole, go to the Broadway show, find you a nice beard over there, and get your bills paid too. Okay. And they'll actually treat you right and take you to nice places. Okay. You're approaching the dog, not him. Remember that. You're approaching the dog. The dog. Okay. Rich dogs be eating gourmet ducks and supplements. A whole 5-course meal. I know that's right. Them dogs be like, better diet than y'all. Okay. Any man that's teaching another man to get chased likes those other men. Okay. I'm sorry. Gangstalicious over there for sure. Okay. Y'all don't know, go look it up. Okay. What? Okay, so you got the dog lady, you got the dog man. Wonderful. Now, if they have kids, don't bother with them. Okay. If they're walking with a bunch of kids, don't deal with them. Okay. That's probably a family. Single man only walking their dog. Purse lady dogs only. Okay. They're always looking for friends. And you can't, like, sometimes they don't have kids and that's their kids. So you can't act crazy when they call them dogs their kids. Okay. Wonderful. You said you find those men in the manosphere. Girl, they're not the target, baby. So why are we talking about them? They're not the target. Why are we talking about it, baby? If they listening to men that don't have no money, they don't got no money. Why are we talking about them? They're broke. They're not the target. Let Pick Misha chase them, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the Pick Misha, okay? That ain't for us. That's for them. All right, wonderful. Pick Misha chase men all day. They don't even have to have no meeting, no YouTube channel about it. Pick Misha will chase them regardless. So who cares? All right. That's not our concern, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said how to make a dog purse lady happy. Ask about her dog. Then ask about her. But ask about the dog first, baby. Because that's what she uses to get the attention. Purse ladies like attention. Purse dog ladies like attention. So the intro is still the dog. That's the icebreaker. Then you give her a compliment. Because purse dog ladies, they usually can't get compliments on their own. So they get the dog. All right. Purse dog ladies. So then ask her about herself. Oh, where do you take your dog to get groomed? What side of town is that on? Do you live over there? Oh, is that a nice area? Oh, wow. Do you know any good restaurants over there? Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Okay. Then they'll be like, oh, yeah, we should go one time. I go to the gym over there. There's a nice restaurant next door. If you're over that side of town, let me give you my, make a first dog friend, okay? They looking for friends. That's why they got that dog. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And they got money too. What if men find you too pretty and get scared of you because they don't have no money? Rich men love beautiful women. They think they deserve them. So get around some more money. Okay. Think about this. Have you ever seen, look, rich men feel that they deserve beautiful women. Listen to me very carefully. He ain't rich enough. Get around some richer men. You ain't around a rich enough man, or you're not around a rich enough area. Because rich men automatically think that they deserve beautiful women. I don't even care what age they are. That is their birthright according to their mental. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said your dog is beautiful and a rare type we get stopped all the time. How to know if they like me or are genuinely curious about your dog? Go out without your dog. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See if you get the same response. Uh-huh. Or act like you don't know act like you're just walking the dog and you don't know the type of breed it is. And see if they start to ask you questions about yourself. It's like, oh, I'm just walking it for a friend. I don't really know the breed. I'm not into that kind of stuff. Then if they just like, oh, okay. and maybe on their way they weren't interested in you, but just the dog. But if they start asking you more questions and you don't know nothing about that dog, there you go. But the potentials to work right away, huh? Put these potentials to work right away. New approach at Athletic Country Club. Okay, a new one approached you at the Athletic Country Club. Asked him to call mechanic shop today and schedule my vehicle service appointment. He offered to pay for new rims. Okay, I know that's right. Chelsea. How did you get him to make the appointment? What were your words, ma'am? Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Did you tell him, I really need to get an appointment made, but I'm just so busy. Oh my gosh. And I don't know how to talk to those people. I just get so nervous when I call. Is that what you did, girl? They always try to up price me, thinking I'm a young, dumb chick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said dog lady spotted? Y'all are silly. Okay. Most of the time, the dog is the icebreaker. If they ask more about you than your dog, they like you. That's it. They'll quickly change the subject to you versus your dog. They like the dog, they're gonna ask 20 questions about the dog. If they like you, they're gonna ask 1 or 2 questions about that dog, then it's on to you. Okay. All right. You literally asked him and baited him with my eyes. Challenge these men. Okay, Chelsea, I know that's right. Get the money. All right. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so he liked you way more, I'm sure, because he did all that. That's a good sign. He's gonna spin in the future. I know that's right. Just look at him in his eye and like, okay. Another way, stop liking these men more than they like you because the thrill is gone after you like them more. It's not a challenge anymore. They don't even like you once you start liking them more because they don't, most men don't think that they're worthy enough for a woman to like them on that level that fast, especially if that man has done nothing for you. You know, and I've explained this so many times. A man doesn't understand why a woman likes them more when they're not doing a thing for her. If he's not paying no bills, he hasn't bought you no gifts, if he doesn't call you when he's supposed to, or be nice to you and compliment you day after day, if he's not doing any of those things and you're obsessed over here and you're, looking for him and texting him all the time, he thinks something is literally wrong with you mentally. That's why you're never supposed to like a man more than they like you, because they're supposed to be the ones that are attracted to you and you are just attracting them. If that's not the case, if they're not doing anything for you, they don't understand what it is about them that you find so appealing. And it makes them feel emasculated because you're taking on the masculine role by chasing them and liking them more, and they've done nothing for you. You just look like a giant, huge pygmisha. And they're wondering why. Why is she chasing me? Why is this woman after me? Why is she doing the most when I've done the absolute least? What is wrong with her? Why is her self-esteem so low? Something is wrong. Why doesn't she think she deserves better? Why is she treating me better than I treat her? Something is wrong. That's what they're thinking. And then they get sick and tired of it and they move on to the next chick because it's disgusting to them. And they will resent you. That's why they like mean, challenging women who keep them on their toes and keep them earning their attention. Okay? Because y'all be doing too much and nobody wants no pick me or no doormat except somebody that needs shelter or her money, or who wants to temporarily roll around on a mattress with her while pursuing a whole nother woman that they're investing heavily into. Okay? Stay mean, baby. It pays off. Nice don't get you nowhere, I promise you. Okay? Because think about this. Y'all keep talking about the manosphere, the manosphere. What type of women are they going for? Nice women or mean women? What type of women are falling for their dumb tricks? Nice women or mean women? Think mean women are falling for manosphere dudes? No. They will ghost them in 2 seconds and leave that man wondering what happened. because they're on to the next, because they don't care at all about some broke man that's not doing nothing for them. So don't be nice though. A giant, huge pygmesia. Exactly. Look. And I'm not even talking about size. I'm talking about the amount of pygmesianess that they have. And the funny thing is, those guys will confuse certain women with those dumb pygmesias over there, and then get told off when they confuse the two. Okay, like, and then they come back for more punishment because they actually like it. And then when they realize the manosphere is leading them down a trail of a woman that they don't even want, then they realize, oh my gosh, I don't want pygmesia. Even though pygmesia chases me, I don't really want her. That's settling. And then they realize I'm right, and they need to go get their money up, and that's what they go do eventually if they can, if it ain't too late. So the manosphere will lead you to some free shelter, pygmesia, and a woman you don't even like actually want or want to be seen in public with. They will. Look, that's why y'all over here and not over there. Y'all are over here because manosphere man can't get y'all the type of woman y'all want. Y'all are over here because the type of women y'all want will tell y'all off to y'all's face, laugh at your face, and tell you to go get your money up, which is exactly what you need to hear. Okay, that's why y'all keep returning, because you know what you need to hear. You need to hear go get your money up. You need to hear go get several streams of income. You need to hear that. You don't need to hear make a woman chase you. You don't need to hear make a woman want you. Make a woman chase you. Don't tell her nothing. Neg her. You don't need to hear how to be weak. You need to hear how to be strong. That's why you keep coming back over here. We need to tell y'all, go get your money up, because you ain't the target. You only the target to pygmesia who you don't even want. Okay, sprinkle. I don't have nothing to lose by telling y'all the truth, sir. Pygmesia do though. I don't. Okay. Pygmesia's scared to lose her dusty support animal. If you want a grown, able-bodied woman chasing behind you and you deem yourself as a masculine man, well, that's a conversation you need to have with her. When you try to demand your respect and submission from a woman who's paying your bills and chasing you, it's gonna be a hard story to tell and to pull off. Respect me, pygmesia. There's nothing to respect there. She's chasing you. You get no respect. You running away from her. You're making her feel like she's the man. Who's she supposed to respect in the relationship? She is the man. Okay, y'all are taking on the feminine role and mad that nobody will give you the respect as a man. Well, that's not our problem. You need to figure that out. That's a personal problem over there. You said I'm delivering us from evil with this message. Exactly. If you need free shelter, Dusties, and you don't qualify for an assistance, of course you need to go find the manosphere, because it's getting cold outside. You need pygmesia to give you some shelter. I don't blame y'all for that. You got to do what you got to do. Your mama kicked you out. You ain't got nowhere else to go. Pygmesia always got open door for y'all. Okay, but I'm gonna tell Pygmesia don't let them in, because you ain't ever gonna get them out. Okay. If you dumb and desperate enough to let them in, wonderful. Make sure you write them off on your taxes as providing shelter for the homeless as a dependent, man, because that's what they are. Okay. Don't do it. But if you just try and look, if you are trying to do a good deed, you trying to save a Dusty, remind him every day that you're doing him a favor, not the other way around. Tell him, look, Dusty, and call him Dusty too. Look, Dusty, you see that broom, that dustpan over there? I know you're familiar with the dustpan. You see them brooms, them dustpans, that mop? Make sure the floor is clean when I get home. Give him some jobs around the house, because you know he ain't gonna be doing nothing. You see that toilet? I want it clean by the time I get home, or else We got to discuss your living arrangement. Take the video game cord when you go to work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because y'all just like their moms. Take the video game cord when you go to work. Take the remote from the TV when you go to work. Leave them the cleaning supplies. They got to earn their keep. If y'all going to give Dusty shelter for the winter. All right? Take all the remotes. Take the batteries. Unplug the television. All right. Turn off the Wi-Fi. Do what you got to do. Don't make it easy. Turn it on when you get home. All right. And you know what this is going to do, ladies? It's going to show that Dusty that it's not even worth being with a pygmy show. Why? Because look how he got to live. Okay. Don't give him the Netflix password. Exactly, girl. Don't turn off the internet when you leave. Take the remote. Take the plugs and the cords. Give him some jobs to do. And if the jobs aren't complete, he don't get the remote. He don't get the Wi-Fi password. He don't get nothing. Treat him like the child he's acting like. Okay. He said it's giving jail. Exactly. He gonna be mad. Well, he need to go find the next pygmy that's gonna give him more. That's all he was guaranteed was some shelter. Nothing more. You said leave job applications on the fridge. I don't even know why y'all let them Dusties in y'all's house anyway, child. Anyway. There's a Dusty in the comments right now punching the air because they woman and took the remote and the video game plug too. Okay. Dusty's, why are you here? You're not interested in you, sir. I don't know why Dusty's think somebody want him. Don't nobody want you. Except Pygmisha, and you don't want them. So, I don't know. What y'all gonna do? The only thing you can do, get your money up. And get your money up for other women. Okay? Get your money up for women that don't know you've been Dusty before. That's a good start. Okay, start fresh. You get your money up. Go somewhere where women don't know you've been Dusty before. Okay? Please. You said that's why they be so mad. Why? Because they Dusty. They mad at themselves. You can't be mad at other people because you Dusty. Okay, think about this, Dusties. Being mad at people because they don't want you is the same thing as a woman being mad because she's ugly and you don't want her. Why is she mad that she's ugly and you don't want her? Why can't she just go get her looks together, go get herself in order, and just become out of your league? You know, you can't be mad at anybody but yourselves, right? You would understand it if some woman came up to you. Think about this. This is the equivalent of a Dusty coming up to us. If some ugly chick came up to you and was like, please go out with me. I know I'm ugly, but you should look deeper and want more out of a partner and a woman than just looks. And also, you need to pay my bills, even though I look ugly. And this is the best I'm ever going to look, so you need to accept me as I am. You think any man, not even a Dusty, will not take that. Even a Dusty will be like, no, shorty, I'm good. You know, even a Dusty don't want somebody they don't want, that don't meet their standards. So why should a woman take on a Dusty that don't have nothing for her? It don't make no good sense. The only reason That man would take that ugly woman. Now listen to me very carefully. The only reason why a man would take in an ugly woman who they're not attracted to is for what? To use them, labor, free shelter, and they won't even take care of them. That woman, that ugly chick gonna have to take care of them. So what I'm telling y'all is just because certain types of women don't want to deal with a man that don't have enough money for them, that's just the same thing as y'all don't want to deal with some ugly chick. Okay? It's the same thing. The same thing. So think about the ugliest chick that ever liked you. And you're gonna be like, that's how we feel when the dust approach. Y'all aren't the target, believe. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's the equivalent. Dusty's be on the manosphere videos and all them ugly pygmies be in the comments. Talking about, I'm a good woman. I cook and I clean. I go 50-50. All them women in the comments on the manosphere videos that be ugly, nobody's in their DMs except for homeless people looking for shelter, okay? That's basically the homeless hookup. Your 27 years old nephew works for hedge fund in NYC, just closed $2 million condo. He won't not court a woman until they secure a stay-at-home girlfriend. What? He will not court a woman until he can secure a stay-at-home girlfriend. Raised properly, environment is key. You got this, ladies. Okay, Chelsea, I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So he will not be dealing with nobody seriously until he can totally provide. That's goals, ma'am. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yes, those manosphere comment section is for Pick Misha's looking for homeless Dusties to sponsor. Perfect. And the sad thing is, them Pick Misha's be waiting and they DMs do not get nothing in them because don't nobody want that. What will happen is the Dusties will click on them and see their profile pic and click right back off. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So, and then the Dusties get mad because all the women that want them, they don't want. And they just be frustrated even more. Okay. Wonderful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We feel the same way when y'all come in our comments. The same way y'all feel when them ugly pygmies come in the comments on y'all's videos. When y'all are talking about we need a good, decent woman. We need somebody that know their place and is going to chase us and bring us. When y'all find, I'll bring you flowers. I'll cook your meal. And then you click on that picture and they look over there looking like who did it and why. You regret clicking on that picture, right? You're like, ugh. That's exactly how we feel. Y'all coming over here. Okay. Remember, y'all ain't the target. Just like Pick Misha in them comments that's, talking about they'll cook and clean and go 50-50 with y'all are not y'all's targets either. Okay. Because you won't even take them out into the daylight. So obviously we have something in common. There are people in the comments that are not the target. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That would be like, okay, think about this. If there was a woman who was so cute, who had game, who knew how to get the pockets of these men, who get bills paid for left and right, they would never be in the comments of where? A Dusty's Manosphere podcast. They would never be in the comments. Why? That's not the target. The type of man that they are dealing with don't even know what that is. You get it? It's the same thing. Only Pick Mishas are up in there. Understand it. So it's not going to do anybody any good if they are where they're not even belonging or the target audience. It just doesn't matter. So you can't even get close to Dusty's. Oh my gosh. You said what? I've been on the internet too long. I've seen every type of comment section. I've seen every type of pygmisha in the comments of those manosphere videos. I have seen every type of pygmisha comment after reels and TikToks. There's rampant pygmishas everywhere still. Okay. There literally, let me tell y'all, there are more pygmishas than there are women who know their value. Let me repeat what I'm telling y'all. There are more pygmishas out there. Because if you just go find a dusty reel or a TikTok and read under there, you're going to find all the pygmishas you need. Okay. But when you click on their social media, you click right back off. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, but oh, never mind. No wonder she a pygmisha. You said they're ruining the whole game for us? No, they're not. Actually, they're not. Because when you click on a pygmisha's profile, you quickly click off, which tells them quickly the type of women that are doing the things that I need them to do aren't the type of women I want. So either I got to accept something less than what I want and settle for pygmisha, or I got to level myself up. This is the conversation the men is having in their mind with themselves. Either I got to level myself up and get money so I can get the type of woman I actually want. You see? They get real mad when they click on there and see who did it and why, and then click right back off. Okay? They're having a conversation with themselves about how they need to improve their lives if they want better. Okay? So they might be ruining the game for us, but as soon as that man clicks on that profile to see that picture, because men are very visual creatures. So as soon as they visualize what they thought that they wanted, once they see it, they click right back out. Okay. Like, whoop, never mind. Now I see why you would go 50-50. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you refuse to be a pygmisha. Okay, well, pygmishas like men more than they like themselves. But then think about it, the men don't like them anymore because they wonder why they like them and they ain't doing nothing for them because something is wrong with them. And they are not top tier. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Top tier women like themselves more. That's just it. You say you're going to pick money. Ha. So let me give y'all some homework, ladies, so you can understand the pygmisha mindset. Go find the pygmisha video or the video where men are begging for flowers and attention and to be chased. Go find one of them videos and go click in the comments and read all the pygmisha comments and then go click on their profiles and look through it. It's going to make perfect sense. All right. Y'all are going to see what these dusties are dealing with out here and why they keep coming on our channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you've seen videos of women proposing. Okay. Sorry for them. You said definition of pygmisha. A woman that will do anything to get a man, even pay their bills, even be stupid. And she likes him more than he likes her. Basically, she's allowing a grown, able-bodied man to use her with no guarantee of anything, but just to try to claim him for as long as he lets her claim him. Basically, a desperate woman that doesn't love herself or value herself and has very low standards. What should we say as a reason for our last relationship ending? That he moved out of the country, ma'am, and you wasn't gone with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That y'all are still friends, but you wouldn't finna leave the country. That's what you're doing. Because it's none of his business. Okay? Oh, he just moved out of the country. Yes. Yeah, I did not want to go. I was not finna move. Yeah. You know, he got a really good job offer, and I told him he should take it. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're still really good friends though, but I think he's married now. Why? Somebody said he passed away. Girl, that might be too dark. You might just need to say he moved out of the country, baby. Always lie. They don't need to know all that. Mm-hmm. You said donating to ask this question is crazy, plotting to the max. Okay, but we're not plotting for dust. You're safe. Dusties think y'all are over there strategizing for them. No, sir. Tip to attract provider from a Catholic church. Okay, go to the Catholic church on the richest side of town you can find. Okay. Go early, sit in the parking lot, see what type of cars drive up, see who get out, walk in slightly late, and sit close to the dude with the money. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Get there early, watch the parking lot, see who get in and get out. Go in slightly late and sit next to the dude with the money. Or close to him. As close as you can get, baby. You said women are smarter when they're not in their emotions. They sure are. So get out of them emotions. Or learn to control them. Do you think being too pretty can intimidate men? Only if they're not rich enough. Rich men think they deserve pretty women. Dusty tries to guilt you to lower your standards. Well, guilt him to get his money up. Guilt him to get his money up. It's like, I'm sorry, Dusty, I can't deal with anybody who doesn't provide for me. I'm sorry you haven't gotten enough money to be a provider yet. Maybe you should work on that. Guilt him into making more money, girl. If he's going to guilt you into lowering your standards, guilt him to making more money to reach them standards. It works both ways. It's like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. You just need to get your money up, sir. There ain't nothing I can do for you. You sitting over here begging when you need to be going to find some employment, sir. Or some more streams of income. There ain't nothing I can do for you. The only thing that can help you is some more money. Okay? I'm not lowering my standards for no dust. Period. You don't have to tell them in those words. You could just say, I don't lower my standards. If you can't reach them, then it's not a match. Sir, there's no amount of convincing you can do to lower my standards. They are what they are. It's like if I were say, just tell him. Just like if I was ugly, there would be no way you would be convinced to date me. So tell him his bank account is too ugly for you. Mm-hmm. Any men that are in here thinking they're taking notes, remember, you're not the standard, sir. Don't nobody want your little call center paycheck 5 figures, 4 figures. Don't nobody want that. That's not for, unless they're like 20 years old trying to get Bath and Body Works shopping spree. You're in pharma, how to network at work. You're pretty. The money on campus, but no men have approached me. You got money on campus? I'm going for the older men. I can't do nobody younger my age, baby. But look for people that come from families with money. That's going to be your best bet. All right. Maybe older classmen that are closer to graduating. Maybe that comes from some money. Some dudes your own age really can't do too much, baby. You dated a dusty leprechaun and they both insecure. What? Oh, you dated a dusty and then a leprechaun and they both were insecure. At least one had money. Exactly. The one with the money is always the one you go with. Okay. And so, like, when people say that I mean, or I preach against this and I preach against that, no. People are allowed to have standards. Isn't that correct? People are allowed to have standards. If anyone tries to take away your right to have standards, it's because they're insecure or they can't reach them. So y'all just keep that in your mind. People are allowed to have them standards. There's nothing wrong with having standards. If anyone tries to talk you out your standards, it's because they cannot reach them and they don't like you enough to even try. So what is that telling you? If they don't need to be talking to you. You're 48, he's 64, he sends you 250 a month. It's been a year. He's ready to meet in person. Should I let him? I daily phone girl. Let's bust out this calculator. No, the calculator was cunning. You said a year, 64, 250 a month. Okay, 250 times 12. You've only gotten $3,000 for talking to that man every day for a year. Okay, let's divide that up. 250. Let's do like 30 days in a month. 250 divided by 30 days of talking to this fool. Hold up. 250 divided by 30. You got paid $8 a day to talk to this man. $8.33 per day to talk to this man. Okay. Should you meet? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He only gets phone privilege, obviously. You said you told him it's not enough, and it ain't, baby. It's not enough at all. In fact, he probably owe you some more money, girl. $8 a day. How long you talk to that old man on the phone each day? Was it worth $8? Because when you are dealing with numbers, you need to put out this calculator. Okay. That man ain't got no money, girl. What he doing? You taking that man's Social Security. Okay. Well, don't meet him yet, girl. Tell him put a financial obstacle in his path if he wants to meet. That means, let's see, he gave you $3,000. Let me show you how much he should have gave you. At least $2,000 a month. Okay. Okay, you need $24,000 before you can meet him. Minus the $3,000 he gave you, so that's $21,000 before. Okay, because like that ain't enough, baby. For $8 a day, you too can save a dusty. Okay, he gave you $8 a day, like he was from a charity. That's not enough, baby. That was enough to pay a phone bill or get your nails done twice. Okay. You said you need that 21K? Girl, you was doing charity for him. That was a nonprofit. Okay. All right. Tell him that ain't enough, baby. You got to do better than that. Don't bust out the calculator because he's gonna get mad. Just tell him you need something else. When y'all bust out that calculator, they think y'all are calculating. Dear Dusty, in chat, use your Pick Misha's income tip SHERA for the wisdom. Much appreciated. Thank you, single. Yep. Okay, let me tell y'all a little true story. I'm not gonna name no name, but I knew a guy in a Pick Misha, and he used her to start his business and get his business up. Okay, the whole time he was talking to other chicks, the entire time, several at the same time, not just one, but several. Okay? So he literally got a whole business up, like a real business up, making money, establishing himself on Pick Misha's back, on her dime, because he was way out of her league, and there is no way that he would ever seriously date that chick ever. But she was dumb enough to think that this man actually liked her and that looks didn't matter and and would do anything to keep a woman. I mean, to keep a dusty, to keep a man that she never realized until she did, because she woke up and took everything back, and he ended up had to start all over. but it took her a long time. Okay. And he was well established and could literally just move on to the next pygmy, which was exactly what he did. And got his next business started. Okay. So when I'm telling y'all, ladies, when y'all build a man, that's exactly what y'all are doing. Building him, not y'all, not your relationship, but him. Because he don't even like you. He do not like you at all. I've seen it too many times. If you're living with a grown able-bodied man who you're doing more for than they're doing for you, he don't like you. He's using you. And he will be on to the next once your money stops. Okay? Okay. He said, that's crazy. Exactly. Men don't like ugly women. That's just how it is. Sprinkle. Okay. And they choose ugly. Let me tell y'all, when a man is using you on purpose, they will choose an ugly chick. So when they have to go out in public with them, all the other women know. It's just like having a beard. All the other women know that he cheats on her. Let me repeat that, because I need to say it louder for those in the back. When you are ugly and your man looks way better than you, all the women who are out of his league and look better than you know that man cheats on you and that you're paying. They know it. They're like, okay, he cheat on her and she pays. Okay, wonderful. That's why these men are so bold to flirt in your face, look at other women in your face, because they know you ain't going nowhere, because some of y'all are just super duper pick me shoes. And they will go out with you in public so that everyone knows that he cheats. Y'all need to understand that. But some of y'all think, oh, he loves me. Oh, he sees the real me. No, he don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So remember that. He said, or that he might be on the DL as well, or both. Some of them be both. You can't even tell. You could be on the DL. You could be looking at other women, trying to use whoever he can use, ma'am, while he's using you. So y'all be doing too much about being a pick-me-sha. I think pick-me-shas have had the biggest heartbreak out of every type of woman that there is. Barbara the Builder and pick-me-shas have had the most heartbreak out of any type of woman. Mm-hmm. Because they give too much. And they like men more than they like themselves. Imagine if you liked yourself more than you liked any man. You wouldn't be heartbroken ever. Hmm. What's Barbara the Builder? A woman that builds a man up for another chick and he leaves her because she's stupid to think that he's going to stay? Okay. Used to help out. Well, yeah, never help a man though. They don't need it. No, a real man don't need no help. You used to help thinking it made him see me differently. Nope. A real man don't need help from a woman. Someone's asking me if I gave them a perfume, and I said, nope, it wouldn't be. Let's be a man, girl. Because I get a lot of free stuff, and sometimes I give people perfumes and send it to them. That's from a man. Anyway, exactly. Real men don't need no help from a woman. The only time a man will ask you for help is when they don't respect you. Real men are ashamed to ask you for anything. They will find a way. They will not ask you if they still value your respect. They will not ask you. Think about this. If they want you to see them the same, if they want your respect, if they want you to feel the same way about them, they will not ask you for nothing. They will go find another way because they don't want to lose your respect. Once they start asking you for stuff, they're okay with losing your respect, which means they're not going to be around much longer anyway, because they know that you're not going to respect them anymore and start treating them like you give them money. And that's emasculating them. They don't want you after that. Once you give them money, it's downhill from there. They don't want you to go. Okay? So don't do it. Tell them, I believe in you. I know you can go get it. Go figure it out. Go do it. You the man. Because once you give them the money, it's over. Then you become their mama. He wants to buy my current car for me to have a new car down payment, deal or no deal. That is my work boyfriend. You want to buy a car from you? And okay, get another man to pay for the payments then, girl. Sprinkle. Okay, when he does the down payments, say, would you mind helping me make the first couple of payments so I can save up? Then get him to start making the first couple of payments. And if he can afford it, he might start giving you more money or making the payments anyway. You know what I'm saying? But he might want a little something extra. So you got a couple of months to find you a car payment man. This man is insistent you go and making sure you're not saying what you can get from him, and I am genuine. Okay, then tell him you're not. It's like, I don't deal with men who want to see if I'm genuine. I like providers. Sprinkle. Just tell them straight up, I only attracted to providers, not men who are trying to see if I like them for them. What attracts me to men is their ability to provide, not, trying to get to know someone that is not going to end up being able to do anything I need them to do for me. Okay. So I am not attracted to men who are not providers, period, point blank. Okay. He wants to date for free. He wants to date a woman who don't want nothing from him, but to sit across the table and chew food with him and keep him company. Okay. He doesn't want a woman to provide for. He don't want to provide for you. That's what he's saying. All women use men. Men are providers, period. What are they there for? What are they there for if they can't make your life better? To sit there and waste your time when you could be dating someone else who is a provider? Exactly. Don't even waste your time with that. Tell them I only date providers. Thanks for letting me know. Next. Don't waste your time. I want to make sure you like me for me. How much is the age difference, ma'am? Because they already know you don't like it for them if they old. How much the age difference? Okay. What young woman is going to say, oh, I really want me an old man that can do nothing for me? How many of them? Raise your hand. 0. Exactly. You already know what the deal is. Okay? You already know what the deal is. If he ain't got it like that, he ain't got it like that. There ain't nothing you can do about it. Okay? All he going to do is waste your time. So let him know. You can say it like this in a nice way. Thank you so much for letting me know that you're wanting a woman that sees you for you. And I feel like I should tell you the same thing. I just want a man who can provide for me and who knows how to treat a lady and values me and my time, especially. So thank you for letting me know. And I hope you find exactly what you're looking for. And, it was great getting to know you. But, I think we both want different things. Basically, bye, brokey. Your boyfriend was distant, so you asked for a break until the end of October. I'm unsure whether to text him first or wait for him to reach out. Girl, y'all broke up. Sprinkle. Why do y'all do this? Y'all, girl, you could have just seen other men anyway. While you're still dating him. Now you got to be pygmy and see who's going to reach out first. He didn't even like you, girl. If he didn't fight for you and he agreed for the break and he ain't calling you or texting you first, it's not even the end of October. He's out there dating. You should be too. Okay. Thank you, Lady Dad. Sprinkle. Oh, appreciate you, girl. Girl, go use the break for what it's for, to find a better one. If you don't find a better one, then he'll text you first if he wants you. Okay? Y'all be dumb. Y'all be doing dumb stuff. And if he wasn't paying for anything, who cares if he texts back anyway? Go find you somebody that has money. Okay? You should have been using this whole month of October to find somebody with some money. Okay. Real men will fight for you. They won't let you take no break. Okay. During the break, they're gonna be sending you flowers. They're gonna be sending you gifts if they want you, man. That means they like you 10 times more. Do I believe some men can be emotional if they eating too many chicken wings and their estrogen levels is too high? I sure do. Okay. The testosterone is low. They be eating too many chicken wings. They too can be very emotional. Okay, because naturally, listen to me, ladies. Naturally, men with the right amount of testosterone are not emotional, not as emotional as a woman. That's for sure. Them men's levels are low. You said men are what? Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let me ask you a question. Now, this might offend some people, but when your man is in, like, not your man, but when a man is in prison, is he emotional? Does he hold hands and talk to his cellmate about things and cuddle under the blankets, or do they just do roll over and go to sleep? You know what I'm saying? Are they really emotional? Do y'all like? I don't know. I don't know. Like, emotional men to me just need some more testosterone. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. I think men are more logical and strategic than emotional. Okay. hmm The reason I say that is because, like, if you talk to a man for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes, they stop listening after one. How emotional can they be? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, guys, I shouldn't reach out to him, right? Only if your name is Pig Misha. Is your name Pig Misha? Then don't reach out. Mhm. Okay. So, what I'm saying is I'm talking about a so called straight man. A so called straight man. A straight man is not as emotional. Okay. Why? Because think about this. If a man was truly emotional, would he care about your feelings? Would he listen to you longer than 1 minute? Sometimes y'all are confusing emotions with seeking attention or manipulation. Those aren't real emotions, those are triggers to get your attention and to manipulate. Y'all need to understand the difference. An emotional man will also have empathy towards you. They will understand, they will listen to you, they will feel things that they should feel. But when they're using certain things to manipulate you, those aren't emotions, those are manipulation tactics, darling. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You see? Okay. Men can fake emotions if they're trying to get their way. Remember that. Just like they love bomb y'all and y'all believe that mess, just like they promise y'all crap that they never deliver, they can also fake emotions just to get what they want. So make sure you put financial obstacles in their path always for them to solve. I can't live without you. Okay, well, here's the reentry fee. But I miss you so much. How much do you miss me? Put it in Cash App. You see? But when you don't text me, I feel like you don't like me. Da, 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 da. Well, here's my first text of the evening. It's a wish list. Fulfill it. You understand? Well, I feel like you're not putting enough effort in. You don't send me flowers and da, 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 da. I'll send you flowers on you at your grave. Well, I want someone to spoil me. Da, 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 da. Go talk to your mama. Okay. Well, I want somebody to buy me gifts and spoil me. Okay, well, give me your credit card. I'll make it happen. Always put the financial obstacles in their path. Okay, because you know why? They're trying to manipulate you. They are the provider. They are the man. Why are they sitting over here crying and sniveling and begging? Okay, put the obstacles in the path. If they can't solve them, they don't need to be nowhere around you, baby. Every time they act like they're all extra emotional, put some in their path to help a man up. You doing too much here. Man up. Put some new tires in his path. See if he man up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The more y'all act like that, the more we gonna put in y'all's paths to man up. Because y'all need some help. Exactly. If a man isn't solving my problems, he is another problem for me. Exactly. Why don't they understand that? Uh-huh. You said I noticed they pull out emotions when they want to roll around on the mattress. Well, they need to invest heavily and become a full provider if they want to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Emotions don't work anymore. Okay, you can cry all you want to. That's just gonna make you less appealing. Okay. What about a man on his own? What do you mean a man on his own? Do you have any advice to 21-year-old what? Woman in college? Yeah, don't get pregnant. Date for fun, don't get pregnant. When you turn 25, start dating for lifestyle. All right. What if he can handle my feelings but lacks a financial aspect? Then why are you with him? He can't do nothing for you, man. Chat GPT can handle your feelings for free. Okay. He can do what Chat GPT can do for you, ma'am. He can do what AI boyfriend can do. He can handle your feelings. Like, can he handle your bills? Nope. Then dismissed. Can he handle taking you shopping? I don't know how old you are. Can he at least take you to Bath and Body Works and tell you to get whatever you want? Can he at least do that in his young 20s? Then goodbye. Okay, because I don't know how old y'all are. I don't know what type of relationship y'all have, but if he can't do nothing for you, then none of that matters. Okay. What is he, your emotional support Dusty? This is my emotional support, Dusty. What's your name, Dusty? He gets my emotions and feelings, but he's broke. That's your emotional support, Dusty girl. Okay, y'all need to start labeling these dudes what they are. He said, "What? Your free therapist? They can tell you anything. They can do anything except get some money, right? Hmm. That's why you do not procreate with that. He said, get a teddy bear and call it a day. What? What? What if a guy is coming on $300,000 in 2 weeks, but is annoying? How to manage? Don't worry, you won't see him no more. Girl, you ain't gonna see him no more after you get that money. Or he probably going to Miami. You ain't gonna see him. Sprinkle. He's going to get in where he can fit in real quick before he spent that money up. He's going to pull women that he could never afford before that. And then he's gonna spend all his money because he's not gonna, hopefully he'll invest it and find a way to, continue making money off of the money that he got. But if he's done, he's going straight to Miami and pulling the chicks that he could never pull in his wildest dreams. And then he's gonna come back and find you after all his money spent. So think about it. Okay. Men aren't like women. He's probably gonna go rent him a car and pull him a baddie and come back when he ain't got nothing. Why do men say dating older means you got daddy issues? It's not daddy issues, it's granddaddy issues, because if he's that old, he's probably got grandkids by then. And so we like granddaddy money. Okay. Granddaddy money is just generational wealth. We don't like still, trying to clock in and get overtime type of money. It's not daddy issues, it's money, baby. It's about the money. It has nothing to do with daddy. It's about the money. Okay. Your pockets ain't old enough. Sprinkle. Okay. Because dating an older man doesn't mean daddy issues, it's money issue. Okay. So if you're a young man, we know you ain't got the type of money that this old man got. It's just perfect sense. Okay. It has nothing to do with daddies. It has something to do with monies. So they just don't want to face the fact that they need to just go get their money up. Think about this. How many women would deal with a young man that has money, enough money, that liked her enough to give her whatever she wanted without having to complain and beg for it? So many. It's easier if you just go get an older man because they appreciate women. They understand how this works. They know happy wife, happy life, whatever. They're just going to give it to you. It's easier and you can get the money faster. And you can up your generational wealth on your end as well. Okay. Men that have these little egos and these little, issues and holding on to their money tight because they don't know if they're going to get more. They're young. It's just too much work. Okay. We'd rather just go get an old man that's going to give us everything we want, stack our account, put our name on the deed, and just be done. Okay. It has nothing to do with daddy issues. So I think a lot of men are confused because they just don't have enough money. And if they had enough money, they would understand it's about the money. Okay. It's just about the money. The same reason that y'all go for pygmishas when y'all have nothing. Is that mommy issues or is that money issues? Is that homelessness issues? Okay. If y'all want a whole pygmisha to take care of you, to move you into her house because you can't pass the background check to get your own place because you can't keep a job long enough, is that mommy issues or is that money issue? Exactly. All right. So if y'all have mommy issues and that's why y'all continuously date pygmishas that will do everything for you because you can't pass a background check, well, then those are your money issues. Mommy issues or money issues. Which one is it? All right. So y'all got mommy and money issues if we got daddy issues. All right. Y'all got can't pass the background check issues. Y'all can't make 3 times the rent issues. Not mommy issues because your mama made you the way you are. Okay. So therefore, if we got daddy issues, you got mommy issues. That's why you cling to pygmisha and beg for a place to stay because you can't pass a background check because you got mommy issues. That sounds like a mommy issue. Actually, it sounds like a dusty issue. So you just don't have the money. That's it. Okay. It's not about any of that. It's about the money. It's always about the money. Whatever you see an issue, it always goes back to the money. All right. Sprinkle. Okay. You said dusty issues. It's dusty issues, baby. Don't nobody want no dusty. Okay. The best you can hope for as a dusty, the best you can hope for as a dusty is just somebody to guide you in the direction to get your money up. That's the best you can hope for. Because don't nobody want no dusty. Okay. Uh-huh. You said dust demon issues. Exactly. Who wants a dusty? You know who wants a dusty? Somebody that needs an emotional support animal. A woman that probably wishes that she could have a husband and a man to create a child with to nurture the child, but instead she nurtures the dust. Or she's desperate and will take anything that needs shelter. You know what I mean? So a lot of times y'all have mommy issues and pygmies just have self-esteem issues. So everybody got issues. Just make sure yours equals money. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just make sure your issue equals money. All right. So if someone tells a Dusty how to make some more money, then he should thank his lucky stars. Yeah. Career consults aren't cheap. That's right. And that's funny. And some of them won't even listen, girl. How to deal with over emotional men that are 50 plus in age and are wealthy. Tell them that your grandfather has the same issue and grandma told him to go get his testosterone injections. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. That's what you need to tell him. Then offer him some Metamucil. Okay, so you know what? I don't know what's wrong. I think you might need, I don't know if you're backed up, but my grandma was having the same issue with my grandfather, and all he needed was some testosterone shots. Girl, start evaluating his health. Then he'll catch himself and stop it. Okay. Or when next time you go to the doctor, he'll be like, "Give me them testosterone shots. My woman said I'm too soft." Mm-hmm. Because you know, when men get older, they do start losing testosterone, so they do become more emotional. Now you can use that to your advantage if you're smart and get stuff out of them. Or if you can't stand it and it's just too feminine for you, put them on some testosterone. Okay. You're an assistant manager at AT&T mobile store. Y'all ain't getting my money. Is this a girl or a boy? Who that is? That's a girl or a boy? Let me see how much y'all make. Assistant AT&T manager. We looked up. How much does assistant AT and T manager make? Girl, let me see how much I'll be making. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 5 figures. Oh, not enough, darling. Are you a man or a woman? Because if you're a woman, you know, you might could bake it. If you're a man, don't be bragging, girl. No, don't be bragging about this. This is not good. Do better. Where's your second stream of income? You need to have a side business. Okay. You need a whole side business. Mm-hmm. But how old are you? I mean, that depends on how old you are. How old are you though? Because this might be good for your age. I don't know. I'm not gonna down you. Are you 20? Under 25? Are you under 25? Because if you're under 25, this is okay. If you're over 25, you can slacked off in life. You doing all right for a 25 and under. Okay. He said he's 54. Are you a boy or a girl though? Okay, what happened to you? What's the backstory? Why are you doing this? Okay. Anyway. He said, what? Well, at least he got a job. That's all we can hope for. He can't really afford to date, but he got his own shelter at least. Okay. At least he ain't trying to live off Pick Misha for the winter. So I know that's a troll. If y'all want dough, y'all ain't getting it. Okay, sir. You keep your dough. Okay. Y'all made me look up stuff for nothing. You know you a troll. Anyway, how y'all doing? That's Earl's brother. At least he got a job though. Okay, Frank. What if we're both in our 20s, but he spends most of his paychecks on you? Okay, fast forward in 5 years. Is his paycheck going to be enough to give you what you want in 5 years from now? What you want in 5 years from now? I always ask this question the same way. Answer this question the same way. You're going to be 25 in 5 years. He's going to be 25 in 5 years. Is he going to be able to afford the lifestyle that you desire? If you're going to deal with him only for the next year and a half, great. Let him spend it. Let him take you shopping at Bath and Body Works. Let him pay for your nails. Let him do the little stuff he can do at the mall. But when you're ready to level up to lifestyle, because you're going to need to start dating seriously about 25 years old for lifestyle. Towards, if you're trying to get married, you're going to want a man that has the money already versus trying to get there. You're going to want somebody that's already there, So if you're going to want in the next 5 years, if you're going to want a house, nice car, live in the suburbs, possibly start a family and get married, a 25-year-old ain't going to be able to do it for you. Sprinkle. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you can only deal with him for the next year and a half and then, on to the next. Not really going to invest my future with a 25-year-old. Okay. Sprinkle. The Dusties are back in the chat. Oh, must be their lunch break. Oh. Okay. What about a man that has money from his family and just a regular career? Is he a Dusty or not? Thanks for, is he spending it on you? Is he going to give it to you? Is he making your life easier? Is he going to be able to keep that money? Is it going to provide a lifestyle that you actually want? Or are you just trying to date him? Can he take you shopping? Can he pay some bills? Whatever he can do with that money, as long as it's positive and beneficial to you, great. If it ain't, next. Okay, let's discuss on how to stop liking men more. By liking yourself more and having high standards. You're going to like the men less if they can't do anything for you, if you keep your standards high. If y'all are approaching any type of dating as if this is your future husband and they've done nothing for you, how is it that your future husband has done nothing for you? When y'all date, y'all see all men as your future husband, even though they are not husband material. So therefore, you need to see exactly who they are for what they can do for you. Okay? If they can do nothing for you, they are not your future husband. If they can do nothing for you, you do not catch feelings for someone who can do nothing for you. If you like them too much, it's because you don't like yourself enough, and they don't even like you either. Okay. You're doing all the liking in the relationship and looking foolish. The best way is to date a guy that likes you times 10. They may not look like the perfect, you know, beautiful man that you imagined yourself with. But if they like you times 10 and they're willing to pay them bills and they're willing to do the most for you and put you on a pedestal, that's where you need to be. Because a lot of y'all are liking these men and putting them on a pedestal and putting them up there where you're supposed to be and looking stupid for doing it. Okay. So when you like a man more than they like you end up looking what? Stupid. Okay. Because you're the woman. They're supposed to chase you. You're supposed to attract them. They're supposed to be the provider, not you. So when you like them too much, you look stupid and like there's something wrong with you and that you can't attract a man to do the most for you. You look like something wrong with you. And they see you the same way, that you're not valuable because you don't value yourselves and you like them more. Okay. When a woman likes you even more, most of the time the man don't even want you when you like them more. Okay. Think about it. How many times do Pick Me should come in here talking about but I love him, and he ain't doing nothing for her. That's the type of woman that likes a man more. They never appreciate her or like her at all or barely. Okay. So remember, if you like them more in the relationship, you lost already. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Keep the dynamic. They like you times 10. If you can't keep that dynamic, you're going to lose in the relationship. Okay. You say real men will court you. That's right. They will invest. They will court you and they will prove to you that they like you. Men that don't like you would rush you to the mattress to roll around and then dismiss you. Okay. You know why? Because they don't like you. And you need to learn the difference between men that are pretending to like you, who are love bombing you, who are just wanting to roll around on the mattress with you. Then those are the types of men that just want to use you. The type of men that like you want to invest in you long term and keep you around. Okay. They're rushing you to the mattress, they're rushing you in so they can rush you out. Remember that. And they don't have to like you to do that. Okay. How to stay motivated when you're constantly being approached by rich men but not landing the providers. Practice, man. That's your practice. Because it's a numbers game. At least you ain't attracted dust. Okay? Keep going. It's a numbers game. Eventually one is gonna want you. He's 27, you're 20. He takes me shopping. It's getting what? Is getting a promotion in a great company. Should I keep him around? Until you find his replacement. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, I always say, look, in 5 years from now, he's still gonna want you and want to do what you want to do in 5 years from now. That's up to y'all. But if he's getting a promotion and he's spending money on you, great. I would still honestly keep my options open, or at least being able to get better options if I wanted them, because I don't know what you want in 5 years from now. Things can totally change, and I don't know how much he's making, and I don't know what his promotion is because you didn't tell me. Is it $10 an hour extra? How much is he making a year? Is that going to be enough in 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying? We don't know how much he's making, ma'am. So you didn't give me no number, so I can't calculate. You think all these gets cleared away when he, as ladies, come to understand that who we are. Okay. We operate in cause creator. Okay. We own it. Okay. Lessons by SHERA. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Chelsea. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. They're supposed to be catering to us, not the other way around. They're supposed to like us more, not the other way around. Y'all are doing stuff backward. That's why y'all can't get the results y'all are trying to get. Okay. Is working as a bartender a great way to meet a provider? And is telling potentials to visit me at work wrong? Thank you, Lynn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, it depends on where you're a bartender at. Are you on a rich side of town at a nice restaurant bar, or are you just at a bar? You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on where you work, I think, because you could be a bartender at a country club versus a bartender in a little, hole in the wall club. So I don't know where you work, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sugar Daddy 66 wants, okay, he want a baby. He got none, and I don't want to. Well, tell him that you can't have no kids. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But don't tell him that until you get enough money saved. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Until you get enough money to save to replace. So I can't have no kids. Tell him after you get his money. So I'll think about it. When you tell women under 25 to date for fun, can you elaborate on what that looks like? It means dating the guys you want to date, minus getting pregnant. It means not reaching into your wallet and paying on a date. It means still allowing them to be gentlemen and courting you and paying for the date at least. 25 or 20-something-year-olds are not going to be able to afford the type of dates that older men are. So that has to just be for fun. Y'all aren't dating for nothing serious because y'all ain't got no serious money. So once you get all the cute men out of your system, all the six packs, all the cute guys that look good standing next to you or look better than you, when you're done with all of that stuff, start dating for lifestyle so that your house can look good behind you, so that your car can look good while you're driving it, so that your kids can look good going to school and in a nice area in a good school district. Start dating for the right reasons after you have your fun. But do not get pregnant by the youngsters who ain't got no money, okay? Date for fun, get it all out your system. And then when it's time to level up your lifestyle, be able to level it up, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because some of y'all over there falling in love with somebody that ain't gonna be able to do nothing for y'all for 20 more years. Okay, and then y'all gonna be the lady that's 45-year-old in the kindergarten class. Talking about my baby. I can finally afford. You know what I'm saying? Do better. Come on now. Sorry. Very rich. Or don't marry at all. What y'all marrying for? A struggle? Yeah. Don't marry for love, marry for money. And I'm going to tell you why. Because love can't pay bills. And you're going to be looking stupid in love and broke. Marry for money. If you marry for love, that's not going to last too long. And y'all going to be struggling in love, struggling and trying to pay this, struggling and trying to pay that. And y'all going to fall out of love real quick when y'all are in survival mode. Okay? So no, we're not doing that no more. Stop. Don't do that. Y'all need to stop that cycle of poverty. Marry up. If you marry at all, marry up. Marry money. Marry someone who can give you what you want now, not in 20 years from now. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Debit or credit? What do you mean debit or credit? Do you even have a good credit score? Do you have that Walmart prepaid card? I don't think you can ask that question. Okay. Why do some men resist positive change? Because they don't want to change for you. Men are selfish. They only change for themselves or for when they want something that they can't get, they'll change for that. But if they already got you what they need to change for, you already let them claim you. You drive a Charger, good for you. At least you got a car. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least you got a car, Wonderful. I can tell you young, so I'm not going to be mad. Okay. It's a troll, but it's funny. You say you're a bartender at a family-friendly restaurant that has pickleball courts. Okay, well, you might be able to meet somebody. Just hold yourself in a classy manner. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. He said he cute and so my type, but he hates me so bad. What should I do? Go find an old man that likes you 10 times more and get all his money. That's what you should do. Because why would you like someone so much that hates you? That means you hate yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Think about it. That means you hate yourself. That is the equivalent. I don't even want to say it because that is politically incorrect and people can get mad. But y'all know that's an equivalent to something real stupid. Okay, anyway, we're not gonna go there, but you know, it's just the dumbest thing you can do. Should you move in with a dude to save money? As long as he don't ask you to pay no bills, man, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Unless but before you move, make sure you have enough money to move right back out if you need to. So in your savings, you need enough money to leave and be comfortable before you even move in. And you don't need to be paying no bills up in that house. Otherwise, no, do not move in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't you start cooking and cleaning and washing no dirty drawers either on his behalf. Don't become the domestic help either. Okay? Nope. You don't become the domestic help and you don't pay no bills and you make sure you got enough money to leave as soon as you need to leave comfortably. Otherwise, you're going to be in a desperate, dumb situation. You said don't move in, ask them to pay your rent instead. If you can pull it off, obviously. Some women can't pull that off. Some women can. Which one are you? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yep. It depends on if you can pull that off or not. If he likes you enough, if you got enough money, if he's old enough, if he can afford it. Mm-hmm. You said you want to move in with your sugar daddy, girl. Show up to the house in the rain with your suitcases and crying. Make sure it's raining though. That's the icing on the cake. So wait till it gets. Check the weather out. Is it gonna rain 100%? Okay. Let me go get my suitcases packed. Make sure your hair get wet and stuff. Make sure you're all drenched when you approach the door and knock on the door. Or ding dong. Make sure it's rained on you. And when he answered the door, be crying. You're gonna come on in and make up whatever lie you need to make up and get in there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said take acting classes to make sure your crying is extreme. Don't do too much. Just be crying a little bit. Like you're defeated. Especially if he got a mansion. Exactly. Come with your suitcase crying. I didn't know where else to go. Mm-hmm. Thank you for inviting me in. All right. How do you like something that don't like you in the first? Like, I don't know. Some women are so obsessed over men. They obsess over the men that they already know are not attracted to them. That's something that happens when women don't do the work to get attractive so that they can attract men to them. Okay, so I noticed that this is a problem that a lot of women have who don't even bother to get attractive. They'd rather obsess over what they cannot have versus leveling up outside of that league in order to get whatever they want, or someone who will actually like them times 10 and get more out of them. Okay. This is a proactive thing that women have to do. They have to get out of their fantasy and they have to get into their reality by leveling up as far as how they look, walk, talk, dress, act, so they can pull the type of man that can, give them the lifestyle that they want, not the type that they're going to sit there and fantasize over that they can never have. Okay, you don't want a man that don't want you. That's number one. All right. I noticed that a lot of women that do that don't even try to level up out of that man's league at all. What do you think about a prenup where your man pays for all the bills and continues to pay for all of your maintenance? I get to keep all the money I make from work and investments and businesses. I want to be the house. You want to be on the house and waive the alimony. I'm in estate plan. Okay. Let me see. Okay. I mean, that sounds okay to me. I would write something else too to get some money out of them after that too, like a set amount. I would definitely write something and be like, well, before I leave, this is how much I want. Cash money. And sprinkle. Because you can't get your time back, baby. All right. All right. So what I was talking about is women that don't even try to level up outside of the man's league, will just rather fantasize about them. That's defeatist. Okay. That's defeatist. Okay. Thank you for the super sticker, Melinita. Thank you, girl. So either level up or stop worrying about that man. How do you glow up at 47? By getting up every day and putting in work. Very easy. Get up, do your skincare, do your makeup, do your hair, get dressed, be a main character of your life, and do it every day until it becomes a habit, until you are glowed up and leveled up. It's a consistent, everyday thing that you must do. Thank you. Hi, Miss Shera. You've been listening to me for 3 years and only focus on myself and leveling up to the max. Now you're being provided for by 2 men. Thank you. And I'm forever grateful for your advice. Okay. Hi, Amy. I know that's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Wonderful. I'm so happy for you. All right. 2. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You said, what's the blueprint to what? What's the blueprint to what? Deal with them all if they like you times 10. That's the blueprint. Make sure they got some money. Very simple. Work smarter, not harder. Okay. Said make yourself the main event. Exactly. Main character, main event energy, main character. Make a man, be mean, and don't coddle them. Exactly. Y'all are being too nice over there. And you know what? When you like the man more than you like yourself, you're too nice to them. I've learned that. When you're a people pleaser and you're not for yourself and you're not a priority to yourself and your standards are not a priority to you, but everyone else's approval is, that's when you're too nice. Don't be too nice. Remember why you're there. Your jeggings look okay, girl. Yeah, go find a man with cataracts. He'll agree. Yeah. You can't see anyway. It's just the shape. You just see a silhouette. All right. Would you recommend moving from Oklahoma City to Texas for better opportunities? I don't know. Which one has more money? I would move to wherever has the most money. Least competition and the most money, baby. That's where you need to go. You said jeggings are trash. Do they even sell those anymore? Do they still sell jeggings? I don't even think so. Girl, donate them things. Girl, they don't even sell those no more. What you doing? Okay. You got the bag charm? Okay, girl. I guess I got some work to do this evening. I'm sending out some orders, huh? Shira, I focused on glow up and confidence, and now I get at least one man interested in me every time I leave the house. When I used to get no. I know that's right, Laura. Laura. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, that's good. Keep it going. What to do if I'm crushing on a guy? I feel so happy. What? You feel so stupid. Use that crush to motivate yourself to look better and better each day. So if you're gonna have a crush on a man, make sure it's beneficial to you first and foremost. Okay, because everybody gonna get some little crushes. Make sure your crush makes you leave your house looking your best and try to look better each day. Okay. You might not be able to get his attention. Y'all might not be a match. You might not be in his league, or you might be. You never know. You might get the attention of someone else that has a crush on you, and it might make them approach who likes you 10 times more and will spend some money. So, whatever you do, use that crush to better yourself. Okay. Use that crush to look better each day. You might be looking for good for him, but that other dude over there might be looking at you. So, use it to your advantage. Okay. Every day you leave the house and you know you're going to see your crush, make sure you looking good, because he might like you. He might find you attractive. He might walk over to you one day the more you improve. If not, somebody else will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? This is what people do all the time. And it ends up being beneficial because you're going to look good. You might as well look good. Somebody else might recognize it if your crush don't. Yeah. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You're in college and you want to still live the lifestyle that I talk about. What will be the best way to go about that? Date older men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. As long as you're of legal age, that's the best way to get to the lifestyle the fastest. All right. Is it the jeggings or your shape? Please, it's both, baby. What you need, let me tell you what you need. You need a giant trench coat and some wide leg jeans, a collar shirt, and a sweater, and some boots. Okay. And a belt. That's your casual look. Okay. Or you need an ankle length skirt, a paper bag ankle length skirt, a trench coat. You need some layers. You said fridge is a troll. I know you need some layers, baby. Okay. They got models that's your shape. They put them in layers. Try it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They don't put them in jeggings. They put them in layers. Dress for your body type. You said that's a troll. I know. But for somebody with that body type, they need to know. Somebody might be sitting over here getting offended. Layers. You said not the jeggings. You need to throw them jeggings away and go shopping. Older wealthy guy wants fairy tale romance. What to do if I want to get married and get long-term money? What does he really want? What should I do? Tell them your fairy tale, all fairy tale romances begin with a man pursuing a wife. Fairy tale romances end in marriage. So, where the rain? Isn't that right? And the man has money. So he got money. So ask him where the ring at. So the fairy tale marriage is how the fairy tale romance begins. Tale as old as time. Okay. Your tale is Beauty and the Beast. Okay. Say you want to be the princess. No, he don't, girl. Ask him what his favorite fairy tale is, and that'll let you know what he's trying to do. I gotta go in a few minutes, y'all. You said secure the bag first. Yep. What if an older men are afraid of approaching you? Okay, you're too young. How old are they, ma'am? I answered this question like 20 times today. Look, if they're too old, they're not going to want somebody too young. You ain't even old enough to drink. Okay, you can get older, but you're not going to get old. You might get somebody in their 40s or late 30s, but you ain't going to get no old man. All right, sprinkle. You might get somebody to take you shopping at the mall. Victoria's Secrets and Bath and Body Works and whatnot, and maybe pay your phone bill, but you're not going to get no old man. That's for at least the women that are old enough to be seen out in public with them without it looking awkward, or too awkward, You said you 18 and your sugar daddy is 24, but do you look 18? Do you look like 18? And do he look 64? Because sometimes if you look older than you are and they look younger than they are, it could work. Okay. You said men in the 40s and 50s are okay with you. Okay. Well, go for what looks, not too awkward. It just depends on how old you look, because everybody look different ages. Okay. Get in where you fit in. Okay. I'm just telling y'all. Some of y'all be trying to date these old men and they look like y'all, they out with their grandkids. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle. Y'all know what old men like. They like classy, covered. Okay, not very trendy. So you got to change your entire wardrobe and look if you want to attract an old man, girl. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank y'all. I'm about to go. But y'all remember, join the Patreon. If y'all want to ask me a question in private, make sure you message me. When you get on the Patreon, there's a message button. I think near the bottom of the screen. You get on tier 2 and up on the Patreon. Make sure y'all are understanding that. And also, definitely check out all the links in the description bar. It has my social media and all that kind of stuff. And all my links. Okay. And I'll see y'all soon.